Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and joining me tonight is an intrepid party of adventurers who need no introduction, but I'm going to give you one anyway. This is our 11th episode, so if this is your first time tuning in, there might be some spoilers that you should probably go check our YouTube for. Little bit. Especially after last episode. So, And if you want to stick around anyway, you are definitely welcome to the party. And for those of you who've been sticking with us so far, thank you so much for joining us on this journey. But without further ado, I think we should introduce ourselves. So tonight, let us go in order of height. Character height. Because I don't remember how tall some of you are in real life, because it's been a while.
Rude! Fake friend.
Come on, Kelly.
Wait, Hayden, how tall are you? You're like 5...
I'm 5'4", 3/4", somewhere around there.
Yeah, but you wear don't you wear heels? No, you wear boots.
I wear like kitten-heeled boots.
Yeah.
So like they add like 2 inches.
That's cheating.
I would have put you at like 5'7".
Yeah.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I'm a baby. I'm a baby.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
So, in order
Aiden's
of
the
character
shortest one on the
height,
stream.
then that's going to be Christine.
Oh, we're starting
He's-
from the best.
No.
Okay.
Best height?
Hi. Just the best in general. I mean,
Oh, okay. All right.
it's just all the awesomeness just squished into a smaller package. So it's more intense.
She is quite intense.
That's true.
All right. So introduce yourself, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Callie Thornhill, the halfling druid of this group. And I feel like the only sane one of them all.
Hello, Robin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Holford, and I am your lovely KY accent dwarf barbarian, Vista Dankil.
And actually, I'm kind of torn. Is Lysithian taller than Katarina?
Let me check. Let me check my.
I thought I
character
knew this,
notes
and then
real
I was
quick.
like, wait.
I am 5'10".
I'm 5'8".
Okay, so Mike.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and tonight I am playing Katarina Firestring. She's everyone's favorite sassy bard, and that right there is the bunny that will be following me on camera tonight.
All right.
So yeah, there we go.
All right. And finally, Hayden.
What's up, everybody? Hi guys, I'm Hayden Davio. I'm playing Lysithian Callisto, the moon elf wizard.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Do you want to go with that?
We'll go with I am the moon elf.
You sure look like a
Probably
moon elf wizard.
Probably, absolutely, totally not a doppelganger wizard.
Yep, totally not. Totally not.
No,
Totally not.
never.
I would never
Totally
hide
not.
that from you. Like, who would ever think
Where'd
that
you even come
I'm-
up with that?
That is
I
what
know,
we
it's
call back in the elf circles as a dick move.
It's crazy. It's a little crazy, but it's Icewind Dale, so we'll see what happens.
We don't like to use words like that around here. We don't use crazy. Because who's really to say what is sane, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, this story takes place in Icewind Dale, at the top of the world of the Forgotten Realms. Several years ago, Auril, the Frostmaiden, a lesser god, cast this land into an icy stasis. The sun rises a scant 3-4 hours a day, and all around, people are finding it impossible to survive or escape this frozen nightmare land. One of the few comforts that they have is drink. For it's not in food or warmth, two things that dwindle fast like dying embers. But drink sustains the souls of those suffering. Of course, the drink is running out too, which is why you accepted a mission to go out to a pirate ship on the sea of moving ice that had been encased in the bay's frozen waters, and retrieve some of its rum to at least allow the 10 towns to drink their sorrows away for a few more weeks. After last episode, you encountered a number of thieves, potentially members of the Zentarum. You traveled, met up with a an old friend or frenemy that you delivered a chwinga to, a small nature spirit. You received some pay, parted ways with your new friend Nicholas Sullivan, and made your way over several days' journey to the Sea of Frozen Ice. Now, on your way, you encountered a number of obstacles. Regid tribes people. You encountered goblins. You encountered various hazards on the ice. Of course, these are all footnotes in your journey. For as you made your way there, you found yourself just as dusk was setting near the Sea of Moving Ice. Now, I need to know, would you have waited an extra night before you headed out? Would you try to go in the morning, or would you go at night? Like, as soon as you get there?
I think we said we would do most things in the morning, just to be careful, because nighttime, we know, to be dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's kind of warned us about nighttime,
Alright.
so...
Exactly.
So
I don't mind nighttime so much, but it's probably safer.
So you found some shelter. And then the next morning, as soon as first light creeped across the horizon, casting a dim hue across the frozen tundra and frozen water, you set off. You soon found yourself standing hundreds of yards from a frozen ship, still on the shore. This thing, huge lengths away, frozen in deep water. The Sea of Moving Ice stretches out before you, a featureless, frozen desert. Ahead, the smooth, white surface is interrupted by a towering ship, its exterior covered in frost. You can see that the hull, the riggings, and the masts are all laminated in ice. Your 6 dogs whine and bark at you. And I also have you with 2 axe beaks alongside. So guys, if you want to head to roll 20...
I am already there.
Alright, so you guys are in the screen now. And at the bottom of the screen, I have Callie's shape-shifting forms in case she needs them.
Mm-hmm.
And I can get you more if needed.
So now, my thought is that potentially somebody else is camped out here and is taking it for, like, their own. So, I was thinking to tuck the dogs and sleds kind of a little ways away. Because quite often on a body of water in particular, ice does not stay flat. Because the lower reaches of the water are still moving and not frozen. And so it shifts and buckles. And so I'm looking for an area where it's kind of shifted and buckled and there's a little of a lee area.
So you're still on the shore right now. So you can actually find, if you make me a survival roll, you could find like an overhang or some place where they could actually be sheltered on solid land.
Okay, even better.
And the
I
thing
kinda
is, these dogs will be able to take care of themselves. You're not going to stake them to the ground or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. But I just kind of want them a little ways away so maybe they're not the most easily targeted thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the help action.
24.
Never mind.
Okay.
All
All right.
got the survival thing down pat, especially in the forest.
So
It's just like, got it.
you will easily be able to find a place to hide the dogs and the axe beaks. There's a small hill that is frozen over as the water lapped at it during in tide, and basically it's a lean-to made of ice and snow.
That'll
The-
give them some protection from the wind. Hold
Okay.
on.
Do you head back to the ship? Do you start heading out onto the ice?
While we are heading there, since Callie mentioned that there might be people camping out, I would like to use detect thoughts to see if I can detect any thoughts of creatures that might be around.
What's the range of that?
Let me double check.
Because
For
like I
you.
said, this thing is presently...
It is my range on that spell. It doesn't give me a range, actually.
Really?
I'm looking at the... Nope.
That's odd. Let me just
Range self is all it says. So, however you want to rule it, if you're going to say it doesn't work, go ahead. But it says, I can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures that I can't see. When I cast the spell...
any one creature within 30...
Within 30 feet.
that you can focus on.
Okay. If not, it's fine. It does just...
But it also says that you can use this to do detect presence as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can use this... so it's all within 30 feet. So basically you'll have like a radar that... Ping, boop, boop.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like using the ability to just kind of like, if it pings off, I'll let them know.
Okay. You'll find nothing nearby you. Okay. So that's... Sorry, I just have to adjust one thing and then we can start this off. It's the only problem with running from books.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. And I'm going to transition us over to the map screen so other people can see what's going on. And we're slightly off to
Yay,
the left.
maps.
Ooh, maps.
I'm the map.
Okay. All right. You stand on the edge of the shore, looking out over the water. Lysithian, you stretch your senses out and can feel the presence of nothing sentient nearby. Ooh, that's not the right thing. There it is. Okay. Do you head out onto the ice?
Yeah, I'm going to start heading if everybody else is.
Okay. As soon as you step onto the ice, you'll notice that you're... It feels like walking on stone. There's no echo. Nothing. It's a little slick, but your crampons?
Crampons.
Crampons. I thought that sounded wrong in my head. You ever do that?
Mm-hmm.
Your crampons bite into the ice and you'll be able to carry yourself across it easily. There's no risk of falling inside. The wind whips over and flurries will bite the sides of your face. Anything exposed will be just gnawed at by the cold and flakes that drift across like dust.
Honestly, we probably have a good layer of like fat on our face because that's what you do in these sort of climates to prevent your skin from just cracking open.
Are you trying to be quiet as you're approaching?
Yeah.
Okay. If everybody wants to be quiet, you can make me a stealth roll as a group.
Sure.
Hallie will be a little just making sure that she doesn't surprise anything weird.
Okay, it's going to be a 10.
This makes sense.
18.
8.
22.
22? All right. So someone got an 8?
Yep.
I got a 10.
Okay. You all can approach the ship. Go ahead and move your characters up. You can get as far away as 5 squares. Pardon me, 3 squares.
3 squares from the ship.
3 squares from the ship.
Is the white space a square? I can't quite see as there's lines.
Your grid should work.
Ah.
So just focus on the grid portion, and it should work. Okay. I feel like maybe I should have made these as different maps so that they'd be more subtle. Pay no attention to the ship on the right. Hold on.
There is no ship on the right.
What ship on the right?
Not if I crop it out like that, there's not. Alright, we'll do it live. Enhance. The wind buffets around you, and as you approach, you get within sight of the ship. And then you'll hear a loud thumping and creaking coming from inside of the hold, followed by the guttural snarls of some creature. The ship is not as abandoned as it once appeared. Use a cup. All right. It echoes out from inside of the ship's hold. What do you do?
Ellie's just gonna give it a very unsure look. I guess I can sneak in and see what that is.
Yeah. Go up to the edge and see
Okay.
if I can see in at all.
Well, so the ship is frozen in the ice. About a 10-foot climb to get onto the main deck, but the sides in the hull are slippery. Do any of you have climbing gear on you?
I believe so, but let me.
I
double
have
check.
my climbing axe.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a climber's kit.
Okay, you have the climber's kit. It's almost like they gave you that right before this adventure for a reason. You can make me an athletics roll to climb up.
And I'm gonna try and do it quietly.
Okay.
Athletics, we're looking at 16.
16? 17? Okay. So you can move yourself up to either side of the deck. Lysithian, what'd you get?
I did not. So let me double check and add that to my athletics. So it's going to be a 2.
Okay. So Lysithian, you will attempt to climb up the side. You'll scrabble and fall directly on your bony ass.
If I see them, having some trouble, I'll come over and give them a hand.
Okay. Are you already up there? What you can do is Lysithian, then you can roll me again with advantage.
Yeah, because that would be a dirty 20 to help.
Okay, this is gonna be a 14.
14 is enough. All right. All right, so go ahead and move your figures up on the board. Where are you headed up onto the ship? Over onto this side?
I'd be right beside.
Okay.
Putting the-
There we go. Look at us go.
The wooden boards on the main deck are cracked from frost. A large hole in the deck exposes part of the hold to the sky. The planks around the hole are marred with deep grooves, as if heavy claws had dug into them. And as you're looking around, Vistra, what are you doing?
She's for probably the first time that our party's seen her, Vistra looks on edge and not confident. Her eyes are darting, looking around. Very not her usual self right now. She is. Where does it sound like that's coming from?
Coming from deep inside the hold, like probably on the lower deck. Can I get everyone to make me a survival roll if they would like? If anybody wants to examine the hole, for example.
I'm rolling like
21.
shit today.
Okay.
Survival is
Yes,
going to be
I would like
6.
to do all of this very sneakily.
19.
Trying to make as little noise as possible.
19. Okay. I just realized
Wait,
I didn't have
14.
the chat open. What'd you get?
With my
14.
35 pounds.
Okay. So,
Probably isn't too hard.
all right.
I weigh slightly more than a large cat.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so as you look down, you check the marks on the hole. This was claw marks. A single enormous creature did this. You're not necessarily sure what kind, except for two of you. You know immediately what it is.
Kelly's gonna back away from the hole. Back over to the others and say, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe we should go.
I mean, how much do we really need the rum?
Not much. Not that bad. It's not that big of a deal.
Not really.
I mean,
think we can just maybe turn and go.
I think that's probably a good idea.
What is it, guys?
What is in there?
Dragon.
That's definitely dragon claw marks.
How big of a dragon does it look like from the claw marks?
Huge. Gargantuan, one might say.
Those claw marks are bigger than me.
Yes. The sound coming from the hole does not sound like a dragon, though. It sounds deep and guttural.
More like Yeti sound.
Similar, yeah. Actually, if any of you want to do a survival roll, alternatively a nature roll, either would be fine.
Natural 20!
Okay, let's see how many of you get this.
My survival is a 22, but yes, I would like the... With my nature, it'll be a 24.
22 for
That's
survival.
gonna be a 6 from me.
18.
18? Okay, I'll just do this. Mike, don't look at the chat. There we go. That's way faster than sending it to you individually. That's what you think you hear, of guttural, unintelligent sounds of some type of humanoid beast or giant beast. Lysithian, your detect thoughts has since ended because it only lasts for a minute, and it took longer than that to walk up here. If you ever want to, can you reactivate that? For how many times per day can you use it?
For on the doppelganger sheet you sent me, it says I can just innately just cast it and just use it. If I'm remembering correctly, I don't have the sheet in front of me.
That's okay.
But
I'll double check it as we play.
I can just innately use it, so it's up to you.
Okay, I'll double check it.
Because it's not a prepared spell. It's just as a doppelganger, I can just do that.
That is so broke. I love it.
It is broken, and I love it.
Wow.
I'm so cool, guys.
I kind of feel like maybe it's using this as like a larder.
Maybe using it as like a larder or a base. But can I roll to see if I've ever dealt with trolls before?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Just give me a d20 and.
16.
If not personally, then you've read enough about them.
I believe it is a troll of some kind. Doesn't sound very happy.
No.
I think we could probably take on a troll if I'm going to be perfectly honest. I think our skills are there.
It's not a dragon. Well, there was a dragon. There may not
dragon.
be a dragon now. We could take a troll.
Just like a troll in there, but I do think we could take a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if a dragon comes back while we're dealing with the troll?
And we're all dinner.
Then we run.
Yeah.
But we'll be inside a ship.
I
then we have to
blast
run
the
across
fireball
open
through the
ice.
ship and we fucking run.
I mean,
Honestly-
that's as good as plan as any.
Yeah.
I'd
Sure, we could find a
honestly
hiding
really like to
spot.
see. I say we check it out, but maybe I'd like to. God, this is going to be stupid, but I would like to get a little bit closer to the hole and see if I can hear anything or see anything.
All right.
Actually,
so,
I'd like to see. Like, I'd like to person.
Sure. So, can you make me a perception roll?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Um,
not bad. What's
does
my
it
perception? That's going to be 16.
Now, your dark vision has a range of up to 60 feet, so you'll actually do a pretty good job of this. You can't see the troll from your angle. Maybe if you went over to the forecastle in the front of the ship there, you might be able to get a look, like up here.
Mm-hmm.
But from here, okay, you head over there. So
Yeah, I'm going to go and, like, just kind of following my instincts. Like, okay, if I go over there, I'm going to do that.
So you step over deep grooves that have been gouged into the deck on the forecastle. The railing on the port side has been broken and is slightly bowed, as if an immense weight had once rested atop it. As you look down, you will see, in fact, there is a large, lumbering shape there in the hold. You just barely get a look at its leg. A thick, ropey calf, bulging with muscle and vein. This creature is... to say monstrous is an understatement. Its skin is a grayish blue. You can barely make that out in the dimness. Something about this doesn't look normal, though. He doesn't look like a normal troll. Perhaps climate adapted?
Ice troll, maybe?
They exist. But what you'll see as well is that directly beneath you is heaps of snow. But something glitters at you through ice that's spread across the hold's floor. A significant amount of treasure. Frozen in ice directly beneath you. If this is a dragon here, dragons are known for one thing. Treasure.
I am going to slowly make my way back to my group.
Okay.
And relay all of that information. So, it is absolutely a troll, but it looks maybe... I'm thinking it might be an ice troll or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. However, I think we are dealing with a dragon here. There's snow and a lot of, like, hordes of treasure down there. Like, treasure sounds great and all. However, we're probably dealing with a dragon here.
Yeah.
So, what do we want to do?
Well, Kelly,
Dragon may
Yes.
would I know anything really about dragons? Like, do they like?
You can make me a. You can either make me a history roll or a nature roll.
Is it a one?
It's not a 1, but I don't think it's gonna pass.
You know everything about dragons that a 6-year-old would know.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 10 from me.
Lots. It's gonna be a 10 from you, dog. Lots of treasure. They steal princesses. They're all evil. Allergic to knights.
Usual 6-year-old stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I mean, you might know more than this, but right now you're just blanking because you've never been this close to one.
That's a valid thing.
It's test day and you forgot all the answers.
No.
That's a mood.
That is a mood.
Well,
does
I have an idea. You know, most ships of like these are fairly, you know, have a large crew and a captain. There might be some weapons left on board. We could try and see. If not, we have flammable rum. If the dragon comes, we can, light it up as
Easy
a
enough for me
potential
to do.
defense.
Trolls
Just
there
saying.
because the dragon's using it as horde garter. Well, it's not here. It can't get out very easily.
Good point. What do you think? Should we just take out the troll first and then grab what we can and peace out?
Yeah.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
It is just a thought, so up to
I
you guys
don't want to be a popsicle, so
I mean, if you turn into a larger creature, you might be able to take it on a little bit more easily, unless you want to throw spells at
true.
it with me.
So, how do trolls work? I don't know that I've encountered one.
I don't know, the dire wolves in the background seem to have their opinions. What would I know? With my natural 20 on the trolls, what would I know about them specifically?
But ice trolls, so normally you want to hit a troll with fire. That's generally the way to take care of them. It stops them from regenerating. But ice trolls? Well, ice trolls what did your teacher tell you? Ice trolls are made from cold, molded by it. When they're alive, they generate an aura of bitter chill that fills the area around them. It extinguishes flame, and also can freeze the blood of those who approach it. They hunt by smell, and they heal quickly. But fire is very useful, especially against ice trolls. It stops them from regenerating, if only for a few moments. In theory, acid would as well. But they're definitely beatable.
Well,
Do you think that at your standing, it would be a tough fight, but one that you could probably win, especially if you caught it off guard, easily?
all right.
I
So
could
I'm going
jump
to-
down and distract it.
I wouldn't recommend that. As not cold as your hands might get, you want to be careful. It could freeze things in its vicinity. It is very dangerous. If you have anything, I would suggest probably long range for this sort of fight. If we are planning to fight it, I mean. But if you have any fire, if you have any casks of oil, perhaps, if you throw it, I throw a firebolt, and we light it up. Because the longer we keep it from regenerating, the more we can do. Because it's not going to be easy, but if we can get down there and sneak attack, we might be off to the races, as they say.
Get a flame blade.
If you have that would be perfect, actually.
I mean,
Wait.
I can.
Technical question on that.
Mm-hmm.
It just says that I create a blade of flame and I
Yes.
make a melee spell attack.
Yes.
So if I made it be like a scimitar, would I still be able to get the benefit of versatile or finesse?
So a melee spell attack, I believe that uses your wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Is
it.
Yeah, so use your wisdom
Sweet.
instead.
Okay.
So
That is fine because that's the same as my dex. No.
We want to make sure that we try and be quiet as possible. You know,
The
if there
longer
is a
we are-
dragon around, probably don't want to be making too much of a fuss.
True. And the longer we are here, the more likely it is to smell us.
Yes.
That is how they hunt. So
fire.
I'm going. The best place I saw it was over there, and I'll point to where I was over like by the stairs, and like where I saw down over there is probably the best place. If I can hit it with a bunch of firebolts, while I'm doing that, you guys can jump down, and we just
But
harry it with as much as possible right away.
before you hit it with a fireball, do you want me to light it up with my fairy fire so that we can?
Good point. And I wasn't going to use a fireball right away. That is a lot of magic right out of the gate. I was going to use fire bolts. So
and
like
just a quick note so that you're aware, Lysithian, when you were looking down through 2 layers of deck.
okay.
So each one is a 10-foot drop. And so the noise was coming from the bottom deck, so the very hold of the ship.
Okay.
Mm.
So it is
Oh,
in
there's
the
this
hold.
nifty staircase right next to me.
Do you want to? Why don't we do it? I'm not against the idea. I'm in for a little bit of fun today.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's.
Oh,
Let's
buck up,
get a
Vistra,
troll.
you can do this.
Yeah.
Oh, don't bitch out on me now. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go, guys.
We'll talk about why you're being a little bitch later.
I ain't no bitch.
Then prove it.
Allie is gonna kind of go, okay, guys, quiet. We want to take it by surprise.
Heading down the stairs, you'll soon find yourself down on the lower deck of the ship, down in the cabins. Wooden boards of the main deck are cracked from frost, and once again, you see that immense hole that extends down into the belly of the ship. The hold below you swirls in the breeze with flecks of snow rising upward. As you step down here, you can still hear the slamming of the door downstairs, the slamming on the wall, the grunting of the troll. There are a few doors leading off of this. The stairwell layers around. And so basically each stairwell is atop the other one. So you'll just have to sneak down and around to get there. Or you could poke around this floor for a moment. What do you do?
Is there anywhere from this floor that we can see the troll?
If you turn and glance around down the stairwell, you can make me a perception roll.
Okay.
Can I assist her?
No, not on perception, but
Okay.
you both can make the roll.
That's going to be an 18 from me.
Okay.
It's going
So
to
is also going to take a look around.
the perception. It's going to be 17.
17, okay. Glancing down into the next hold. This guy realized that I needed to adjust the map. You will be able to see that there is indeed a large, hairy brute on the next floor. It steps in front of the stairwell, roars, and slams its girth against a door.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the team like we ready to go. It's right here. And with that, I'm just gonna jump in with I'm gonna throw a fairy fire at him.
All right, I need an initiative roll of everybody.
Ooh, right off the bat, that's going to be 20 total.
Nice. I'm right behind you with 19.
Okay.
17.
Uh-huh.
So who had the 20?
11.
Who had the 20?
Me.
Scythian.
Okay, and then it was Kat, and then it was Callie, and then it was Vistra, and then the troll got a 1.
Ah!
So that's great. All right, so we're going to go down the initiative order now. Lysithian, you actually have initiative as Kat moves
Okay.
in. So, what do you do?
I'm going to immediately hit it with... Just double checking my spells that I prepared. Did I should have Scorching Ray. I prepared Scorching Ray. Why is that not on my sheet? For some reason, Scorching Ray wasn't on my thing, but I clicked it. Give me half a second. Kaboop. That should be there. Alright, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at it.
Who's Ray and why is he getting scorched?
He's gonna fucking scorch, bro.
All right, somebody's got to scorch him.
I'm trying to see if it's telling me to roll this or not. Sorry, my spellbook's being a little weird on me. Hold on. It's not showing up on my... There it is. I don't have...
That's okay.
I need new glasses. Holy shit, dude.
You're not even wearing glasses.
So...
Wait, you're blind?
I'm not blind. I need reading glasses.
Getting old there. Okay.
That's going to be a natural 20 plus 7, so it's going to be 27 to hit.
27 to hit. All right, go ahead and roll me some damage, please.
2d6 fire damage. It's going to be 6 points of damage to it.
All right, 6 points of damage to it.
And
All right, so your Scorching Ray is going to shoot out and collide with its back, and it is going to snarl and swat as if a mosquito bit into it. Run! Run! Run!
And that's me.
Okay.
Let
And-
me actually see. So where is it? Just seeing
All
like where
right.
we are on the map.
All right, and then Katarina, what are you doing? You are lunging forward.
She's gonna drop fairy fire on it.
Okay.
So can you give me a dex save, please?
Okay, let me grab my dice. Whoop, whoop, troll dice. All right, so Fairy Fire is going to hit.
All right, so that's a 20-foot cube around it.
Okay, that means that is... Okay, so where are you... Where is Lysithian, by the way? I don't see Lysithian on the map.
I'm there. Ba-doop. Sorry, I moved myself way too far over, so I'd
Oh,
be
okay.
next to Katarina.
We
Okay.
need to be on
Yeah,
this
we're
deck now.
we're going.
Yeah,
going
we'd be on this
downstairs,
deck,
right?
so
So
Wherever you want us.
if you're going... So you'd be coming down the stairwell here.
yeah.
So you'd be coming down the stairwell.
Yeah, but I'm one of the last
No,
people,
but-
so...
Yeah, but Mike's in the middle of the floor right now.
Yeah. Okay. So down because the arrow is facing the middle of the ship.
Yeah, it's facing up, so we weren't sure.
Yeah. So I was figuring, oh, you come off the
No, because you're
Sure,
from
so,
the
yeah.
bottom and you're coming up.
Okay.
Aren't we going down the ship?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
but it's just indicating that on the
The
ship
bottom-
map, the stairwell goes up.
that's
Yeah.
the direction
Oh,
the
okay.
stairs lead.
So the bottom is the bottom of the screen.
You guys
is
are
going
coming out
up.
here. You're coming out here.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see the troll.
Oh, okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna chill at the top of the stairs.
So that's where you launch fairy fire from?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's...
And I'm gonna set it so that it's like in the
Okay, I was about to say, because that might catch Callie otherwise. Good to
Yeah.
know. So, Lysithian, you are, I guess, up here where you shot it? Or did you run
Yes.
down? Okay. So you are technically, like, here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, so fairy fire erupts. Little motes of glowing essence will fill the lower room. And Callie, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, bonus action. Flame blade. And whack.
All right. I just realized that I don't have any battle music going. I should fix that.
So that
That's true.
is 23 to hit.
23 to hit is absolutely a hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
And that is 15 fire damage.
15 fire damage? Oh,
yeah,
God.
3d6.
That sucks. Okay. Alright. You said 15?
Yep.
Because I don't think I add my dex to this. It doesn't say in the spell. Unless melee spell attacks you do.
It only if the spell says you do.
Okay.
And then you would add your wisdom if it did say that, usually. All right, so rushing down, so you are going to run up and smite it with a flaming sword that erupts from your fingertips. Tiny sword, tiny halfling. It stabs into the troll's side, and the troll will roar in pain.
Well, I think it would be more funny if Callie like wields a great sword.
A great sword. All right, so you spank it across the ass with your great sword. All right, Vistra, what do you do?
Oh, never mind. It says scimitar.
Could be a big one.
Vistra's gonna stay on the second floor, and she's gonna start running off to where the storage is to go look for some oil.
Okay, storage.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
So,
35.
all
right
right.
that way.
So, in that case, then let me just reveal some areas for you, so you'll be able to get that far, and you'll be able to open that first door to the storage hall.
Okay.
Okay. It's a long hallway, 20 feet wide, or pardon me, 20 feet long and 5 foot wide, with several different sets of doors all around you. One directly in front, two on your right, one on your left. And now it is the troll's turn. Okay. At the start of the troll's turn. All right. Callie. You are going to take 13 points of cold damage.
1 sec.
Okay.
I just need to change to the other one. As a reaction, absorb elements.
Okay. All right. Sounds
The
good.
spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening the effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Also,
so
the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, it also takes some of that triggering type. Though
Okay.
that might not work very well with this.
okay. So
I'll
that means
be
you're going to
okay.
take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. And the troll is going to snarl. And does anybody here speak giant?
I don't think so,
No.
but let me double check this. I don't think so. No, I speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
All right. He roars at you and is going to charge you, Callie. So. All right. it snarls forward and tries to catch you in its jaws. And will be unable to. And then it roars something in giant, something guttural and mean, but you get the sense of it. Pesky fly, time to swat. And lashes out with its claws at you. The first one is going to be a critical hit.
Ah, shit.
And what is your AC?
17.
All right, it's going to be 2 hits then.
Ah, crap.
Okay, so the first hit is going to be nice and solid. One moment. And the second hit, not so much. Okay, so the first hit is going to rake across you. You're going to try to dodge to the side, but it's going to catch you solidly in the chest. It is going to deal... plus... Oh, God. 1 sec. I don't have enough dice out for this. Okay. Okay. So... Alright, so that first swipe, I need you to make me a Constitution save. That's going to be 10, 13...
That's 17.
Okay, so you are going to feel cold rake completely through you as it drives an icy chill into your blood. You are going to take 13 points of slashing damage. Then you have resistance to cold, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you are going to take 15 points of cold damage, which turns into 7 on the first hit. And then on the second... Oh, pardon me. Add 4 piercing damage. My bad. The second hit, you're going to take 8 piercing damage. And... 13... 6 points of cold damage. As it roars and slashes you twice. The first one spraying your blood onto the ground where it hisses and steams through some of the snow.
Okay, I need to know the total damage for each of those.
For each attack?
Well, yeah, because I have to make concentration saves.
Okay. Well, I've already rerolled my dice, so...
Shit. Okay. Because you just gave it to me in individual chunks, so I don't...
Okay, well, the
Didn't know
first
what the
one
total
was 13 physical... Pardon me, 13, 17, and then you took how much... what was the cold damage of the first one? It was 7? So the first one was a 24 total.
Okay.
And
So
the second one was
12.
less than that, so...
Okay, so DC 12 then.
Okay, DC 12? Okay, and then... So roll DC 12 on both of them, then.
Okay, well, I rolled an 18 for the first one. And I rolled a 14 on the next one, so I'm not going to bother adding.
And you can make me another Constitution save for the second hit.
14.
14. So one thing, you have resistance to cold, so
Yes.
you roll with advantage, actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's specifically a rule in the book, actually, but it makes sense that if it's a
Dirty
cold-based... Dirty 20? Okay. Then that will not affect you then. It's going to roar and slash through you, cutting you to the quick and knocking you back. You're going to see your flame blade fizzle slightly and shrink as you catch your breath. And it's not going to go out, but it's the cold aura of this thing is going to be fighting against it. Lysithian, what do you do?
Boop. Sorry, I was on mute because my dog was itching his ear.
That's fair.
So I'm going to I'm just going to shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Also, I realized that I should have rolled more damage for the Scorching Ray. I misread my spell, so I'm just going to double check it beforehand. Give me half a moment here. Just because
That's
I
fair.
had it on my smaller monitor, so I
That's
couldn't
okay.
really read it as well. Okay, no, it was just 2d6 fire damage, because I was hurling 3 rays and I got myself confused, but it is just the 2d6. Cool.
Totally
I was
fine.
just double checking, just to make sure I was doing it correctly. But I'm going to shoot the firebolt at this thing.
Sounds fantastic. Go ahead and...
Natural
make
20!
me-
I'm not even kidding!
I was about to say, you have to roll with advantage because of fairy fire, too, so...
Well, I don't think I can do better than that, no.
I don't
but
think you
I
can.
did it anyway. It's going to be 27 to hit.
27 to hit? I
then
think that probably
2d10.
hits.
2d10. Where's my other d10? There's that
'cause-
one. And the 2.
Christine, when you attacked early, did you roll with advantage because of fairy fire?
No,
17.
I did
Seven-
not.
17. Do you want to roll one more dice just to see if you get a nat 20?
Okay.
Because you did hit.
Nope. That
Okay.
definitely would not have hit.
So 17 total with all of your bonuses?
Yep.
Okay, so basic math, Kelly, go. Cool. All right. Your
That's
fire...
17 damage, not to hit. So
Okay.
just...
That's what I got.
It was a 27 to hit, 17 damage.
All right, so your firebolt is going to streak across the floor, striking this thing dead in the chest as it lumbers over Callie, prepared to snarl and tear her apart. Now, I want to give you guys a sense of this. You can kind of see on the picture, but I want to storybook time you, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Zoe.
All right, so hey kids, this is Mr. Troll. Oh, that's Mr. Bunny. Sorry, that's
Ah,
Mr.
Bunny.
Troll. This is what you're fighting, Callie. Its claws are as large as you.
That's fucking cool.
I love the art they got for this book. I really wish that they had
Ugh.
cards of it out already.
I love good D&D art, man.
This book has some of the best art they've ever put out. Like, it just does.
Honestly, I'm tempted to get it just because the art in the book is just so...
All right, so your firebolt is going to definitely hit it hard. It's going to stumble back. Katarina, you're up. What do you do?
I'm gonna throw Alchemist's fire at its face.
Okay.
That's the thing that I can do.
All right, because you have a couple of those. So mark one off on your sheet.
Yeah. Mark that down to 3.
All right. You can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering on impact. Make a ranged attack or roll against a creature or object, treating the alchemist's fire as a ranged weapon. So you have advantage on this because of fairy fire. It is 1d4 on the start of each of its turns.
Okay, and that's using Dex, right?
If it is a thrown weapon, I believe it just said
it's
dex.
thrown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Make a
it's
ranged
Dex.
attack. So yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh man, neither of those are a natural 20, but one of them is at least a 16. So.
All right, that's gonna hit.
Yay! And as a bonus action, going to grant.
Sorry, I've got a helicopter going overhead right now.
That's lovely. I'm going to grant Lysithian with a bardic inspiration.
And how do you do that? Let's hear it. No more bardic inspiration without a song and a dance.
I
Well, you're
can't.
eloquence, so just give me a speech.
Eloquence.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a D8, by the way.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
You like fire? They don't like fire. Throw fire at it, and everything's gonna be okay.
You got this.
Poof. And that's when she's gonna throw her alchemist's fire at it.
Nice.
Throw fire.
Yes.
Poof.
So that's going to
Go
hit
fire.
it. So that goes off on its turn, I believe.
Yes, the start of its turn.
So remind me that I take 1d4, and I'll even let you roll it.
Okay.
Okay. So the alchemist's fire hurls over Callie's head, colliding in this thing with this thing's tusks, shattering over its fur the fur on its shoulder and waist. Callie, you're up again. This thing lumbers over you, ready to tear you apart.
I dropped the sword and turned into wild.
Yes,
Hi.
Vistra?
Hi.
Hi. You're
Did you
after
miss me?
Callie.
Am I?
Yeah. Because you rolled a 7 on initiative.
Oh, I thought she already went. I'm
No.
so confused about the initiative war. I thought it was
We're
after
on the
Mike.
second round.
We're on the second round of combat.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was after Mike.
Nope, you
Never
rolled really
mind.
poorly.
I know I did. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. Callie.
It's fine.
I dropped the blade and wild shape.
Okay,
So
what do
the
you...
flaming blade fizzles out,
Okay.
and I'm gonna turn into a brown bear.
Okay, go ahead and pull up the brown bear.
Okay.
It's at the bottom right corner of the screen.
Just get all the way down there.
Alternatively, I think... do I have this on hand? Nope, I could turn you into a bugbear from what I have in my... I could turn you into a bearskin rug for what I have on this thing.
That's what happens when we go to 0 hit points.
Okay,
That's
now,
true.
Fairy fire does what exactly for
It gives
advantage purposes?
advantage on
Each
attacks.
Every attack made against it,
Sweet mother.
because it hasn't moved out of the. And actually, I think fairy fire goes. No, I think it's just a cube.
It's just the cube. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't travel with it.
Yeah, it doesn't travel with it, but it hasn't moved.
So if I've got multi-attack,
Advantage on every attack.
I'll just double check to make sure. So fairy fire, 20-foot cube, and what color is this? Green, violet, or
violet.
blue? Violet light.
Yeah.
For the duration, they shed light, and the attack roll made against this creature has an advantage, or has advantage,
sweet.
and they can't go invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bite it and claw it. Oh,
That
bite
sounds
attack.
like a good thing.
Okay.
Attack. Ah, damn. Okay, so the bite attack, I rolled a 19, so I think I hit regardless of what I add.
Yes, you do.
My claw attack, I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
So, excellent. Well, that sucks. So I rolled a 1 on my bite damage, so that is 5 damage for
5
my
damage.
bite.
Okay.
For my claws, well, that's better.
Nice.
Four slashing damage.
24.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
2d6 doubled.
That's fair. All right. So how does this look? So you bite into the side of probably its leg as you shift up and use the leverage to slam your paw into its face.
Yeah, I'm a large beast.
There's
I
the
think
sound of
bite-
snapping bone as you tear a part of its jaw off, or dropping some of its tusks to the ground.
Excellent.
And are you doing anything else on your turn?
I
I think that's about it for you.
think that's all I can do.
Meanwhile,
'Cause
Vistra.
disengage takes a full action, so.
Vistra, you are across the ship. There are 4 doors in front of you down this hallway. What do you do?
I go to the door that I know would have the oil in it that we
Okay.
kept. That'd be the
Okay.
back one, probably, storage.
Yes, that would be the storage room.
All right, and I forgot, I could have dashed as an action, because that's all I was doing last turn, so I really
Okay.
regret that.
So you
but
can
yeah.
you can just open the door then. So you can be right here.
Yeah.
Okay. One moment, please. Storage. The foremost cabin holds 2 rime-covered barrels, lying next to which is a rat that obviously perished. Oh wait, pardon me. That's not the right room. Oh yeah, it is. What am I supposed to be looking at then? That's weird. Okay, that obviously perished from the cold. What are you doing here then? Oh, you're supposed to... Oh, sorry, I've got this guy on the wrong floor. 1 second. I was like, what are you doing here? Oh wait, that's not a guy. That's a barrel I'm covering up the number with. Ugh.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, I was trying to figure out, I'm
Wow.
like,
I thought
what
because
is
it kind of
that?
looks like Cthulhu.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, excuse me, what's in...
Here, I was trying to cover up the number so that it was like, because I'm using just like copies from my PDF.
Yeah,
Because they haven't released the maps yet, so I'm using the best maps I can for you guys,
it's all good.
without redrawing the entire thing myself.
What?
Which I'm not that dedicated. I don't get paid enough for that. Like and subscribe, smash that bell.
Like and subscribe.
Raid Shadow Legends. All right. Mooring ropes and fishing nets hang from hooks along the back wall. It looks like there were non-perishable goods stored here at one point. What do you do?
I look for a can of oil that would be used to light lights, whale oil or something, to grab to then run back and chuck it. Central for fire times.
You don't see anything like that immediately, but there are 2 frost-covered barrels right here on your right inside of the door.
Alright, go take a look at them.
Okay. Like I said, they are covered with ice. They're frozen shut.
I swing them with my axe.
Okay.
I'll open them.
Sure. You can make me an attack to smash it open.
Smash. Alright.
And are you doing it on the first or second one?
Let's do... How do I make it? How do I illuminate Kelly? The one closest to me. That's kind of up.
We'll say that's
How
the
do I
first
make-
one.
Sure.
All right, so what'd you get on your roll?
I got a 24.
Okay. All right, you're going to smash your axe into the side of it, popping the ice-covered lid off and revealing a broken remnants of a barrel containing a hooded lantern, 3 flasks of oil, 5 bars of lime soap, and a set of, 3 sets of manacles.
I'm gonna try and grab as much as I can.
Okay. You can spend the rest of your turn grabbing everything except for probably the soap.
Yeah.
Just because I'm going to assume that soap is hard to grab in a hurry. At least it is when I'm in the shower.
It's a little slippery.
Little slippery.
Don't drop it.
Just don't
Yeah.
choke.
And
Because then you'll have to pick it up again. That's what we're talking
Exactly,
about.
don't
right?
want to do that.
That's why.
All right. So that's going to be your turn there, grabbing that oil. You're all oiled up. Get in there.
Lubed up, ready to go.
Oh, God. You said it, not me. All right?
We're the worst.
Yo.
We're so
We're-
bad.
We're the,
Yes, we
Thank
are.
God.
we're the best. Shut up.
No,
Okay.
we are. No, I'm just.
The troll is going to Mike. Give me a D4.
D4.
Yeah, stay on top of things, man. You got to do this. Come on. We're in Team Kill the Troll together.
That is a 4.
Okay, well, that sucks for me. The troll is definitely bloodied at this point, and it is going to stomp its feet, being completely unreasonable and confused that there is a furry monster in front of it right now. And is going to do its best to wreck this bear's day.
Don't hurt the bear.
It's not very nice.
Okay, Callie, make me a bite attack, please.
Oh, sure. Does this have advantage still?
Yes, because of fairy fire, it does.
Okay, well that is... $23.
23, that is absolutely going to hit. So it is going to slam its claws into you, raking down the side of your face, and go in for a bite. But it exposes itself because of its burning flank, and you are going to get a free attack off of it.
10 damage.
10 damage. All right, you're going to bite into the side of its face and shoulder, rending
nom,
off
nom.
troll flesh. I'm going to need you to do a couple things right now. For one, did you remember to apply Absorb Elements on your last hit?
What?
Because you, your
Oh,
elemental...
no, I didn't. I forgot about that part. That's a d6 of cold
No.
damage.
Oh, of cold damage? Okay, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it doesn't really. It just returns the damage of the
Okay.
element type.
Are you still immune to cold, or is that only, or resistant, or is that
No,
one
that is a first level spell and
Okay.
only lasts
for one
the
round?
reaction time of that turn.
And then before anybody says it, normally you only get one spell per round unless it's a cantrip, but it's a reaction.
What?
Oh, in the core rules, you only get you can only cast one spell per round unless the second spell is a cantrip.
Oh.
But
Why the hell do they have like action types on them then?
because that's what you cast that round. I don't really care about that rule. I think that it's more dramatic, and if you want to dump all of your spells at once, that's your call.
That doesn't make any sense. Why else name it as a
'cause
reaction?
Unless you're gonna react after you've done your action.
It's because they're trying to tone down magic users. But
Well, that's
honestly,
quite
It makes
fun.
sense, honestly, to be able to cast a spell and then a cantrip. So, like, if you use a spell as a reaction, you can still cast a cantrip as your action. It makes more sense, and also you save more spell slots that way. So it makes it makes sense.
But then if you use your reaction though after your turn,
Yeah.
before your next turn, you can't react. If you're a
it-
caster,
it's
because that's all
learning
your
to-
reaction is.
Well, the
is
whole
spell
thing is
stuff.
the whole thing is balancing it, I guess.
I feel like that's hamstringing people who can't do shit because they don't have any reactions.
Yeah.
as
I'm
like-
I'm fine with it either
fighting
way,
characters.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's
and that's
honestly DM's ruling if they want to
Yeah.
play it a little bit different. It's,
I'll play
I
it.
don't care. I'm just saying what I read in
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah, no, it's fair. That's what it is. But I'm just pointing that out before anybody's like, "Hey, wait a minute, why
Yeah.
did you?" And I'm just like, "Because I hand wave it. I don't care."
Yeah.
Which means Lysithian, abuse the hell out of that.
No, I
Alright.
like my spell slots.
Okay, see, there you go. All right, so Callie, that first swipe is going to do a significant amount of damage to you, though. You are going to take 6 points of slashing damage and 9 points of cold damage, and that is on top of what else you get for being near it, which is going to be another 6 points of cold damage. So that's going to be a total of 15 points of cold damage this turn. And that is going to be...
21 total, it looks like.
Yeah, the 8 points of slashing. Yeah. Can I get you to make me a Constitution save?
Okay, that is 19.
Oh, Precarious is saying that reaction counts as a different round.
Roll it however you want.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll look at that after this game. I'm not going to slow down
Yeah.
game for that, but like I'm just...
I'm sure you're right, Precarious, but like... eh.
Yeah, no, I mean, Precarious
But
is
it's
just like
true.
weighing in.
Reaction it would, yeah, no, that would be correct. It would be a different round. That is
Okay.
correct.
Yeah, so I think
Wait.
that makes sense for like on your actual turn, your action and your bonus action.
Mm-hmm. And then your
shouldn't both be
reaction,
spells.
your reaction is basically you wasting your next spell to save your
Yes.
ass. Okay, I can see
Basically,
that. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no,
I'll
Precarious,
look at
that
this
makes
more
sense.
later.
Thank you.
But Precarious, thank you very much. But
Thank you.
I'll come
We
back to that
appreciate
later.
you.
We do,
Precarious
love-
is so good about like helping us with like those
Totally.
little.
And he's a
things.
he's
I
a
appreciate
VIP.
it.
He and Joe are VIPs.
Yee.
Oh, Chef should be a
Yeah.
VIP too. All right.
You're all amazing.
You're all. We love you. All right, and all of you on YouTube, except for that one guy. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Okay. And what'd you get on the Constitution save?
Who?
Callie, what'd you get on your Constitution save versus the cold damage?
Yeah, because I already said it.
Did you?
Yeah. Is that done? 19.
19? Okay, then you are going to be fine for this round. Cold starts chilling your bare veins, but that is not enough to take you out. You're barely even inconvenienced, and it's Lysithian's turn.
Woo! I'm going to, because I honestly, thank you, Precarious. I forgot that I could cast a spell and a cantrip on my turn. I forgot that I could do that. So.
Yep, so long as they're different
again,
types of actions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which the problem is that most cantrips are not bonus actions.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to do it as your
my
main
only-
action, and if you have a spell that has a bonus action,
Yeah, it's weird. My only bonus action is Misty Step, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm just going to
Another plane coming in.
My spells. Pardon me.
I have it just. There's another plane coming in. It's quite loud.
I think it's
Feel
actually
like-
helicopters going to the hospital.
It's do I want another second level? I don't want a second level spell slot. I don't want to burn all of those because I feel like I need them. So I'm actually going to do how bloodied does he look?
Quite. He's
Quite?
on. Yeah, he's on fire. You.
Do I still have advantage?
Yes,
Is
you do.
Fairy Fire still up?
Yes,
Okay,
because
cool.
he's too
I'm-
busy wrestling the bear to move out of this space. Also, he has an intelligence of like 4. So. But then what's
I
his
wonder
wis-
what that's like.
Actually, he wouldn't understand fairy fire. He understands fire, but not fairy fire.
Cool. I'm going to Witch Bolt then.
Which bolt? That bolt?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
19 to hits.
Wunderbar. Going to use. Actually, that D12 was being a little mean to me today. Okay, that's going to be 9 points of damage right off the bat, and it's
Oh.
concentration, so it just stays up.
All right. So standing kind of like on the stairwell over here, firing down.
Question.
Yeah.
For Bardic Inspiration, can I add that to my damage, or just attack rolls and skill checks? Yeah.
It depends on the College of Magic. I don't believe Eloquence does. I think it's
Yeah.
the College of Swords and the
Yeah,
College
it's swords.
of.
I just wanted to make sure.
There's another one that does psychic damage. I think when you do stuff.
Yeah.
But
I just wanted to double check, just so I knew what I was making.
No,
sure I
you
was
don't.
rolling right.
You're
Yeah,
right.
Cool.
You're right with the original calling. I think it's the College of Psychic Bullshit, also known as Vassar.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Or
That's all I
Duke.
want to know. Continue.
Okay.
I'm done.
I was just trying to make my college joke. Sorry. My college humor. Should I drop out? No. Kat, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up and stab this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use both of my blades for this.
Okay.
So that's gonna basically look like me coming up to here behind the bear.
Well, you can't. You can move through a space, but you can't fight through a space that the bear is occupying.
Okay, well, yeah, just then this is a wall right here, I assume.
You make me an acrobatics roll to try to jump the stairwell there. Because it's an inside cabin, basically. You're just going to try to do this as a motion.
17.
17? Alright, so you'll be able to land right on that square then. Kind of hurtling yourself over the railing to here.
Awesome.
Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Alrighty. Do. So with my rapier, that's going to be a 21.
That's a hit.
And with my dagger, that's going to be a 16.
That's going to be a hit.
Nice. All right, 1d8 and 1d6. Look at me go. Do. D8, d6. 7, 8, 9, 10. And only one of these gets the dex bonus to it, right?
Only your... Yeah, only one of them.
Only the rapier.
Only your
yeah.
primary hand.
Okay. And
Aw, thank you so
melee
much, Burkhart.
attacks don't add proficiency
T-Bob.
bonus as well,
Oh,
right?
thanks, T-Bobnik. Oh, T-Bobnik16
Oh.
just gave us 10 subs. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome.
Nice.
Ooh.
That makes me feel great. So, sorry for interrupting there. So, go ahead.
No worries. So I was asking about melee with proficiency bonus.
What about it?
Do you add that?
You don't add proficiency to damage.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's gonna be.
That may change in the future in some books, though. That's all I'm sorry.
That's gonna be 11, 12, 13, 14 damage then.
14. It was rude. Someone just randomly honked. All right, 14 damage. So dancing over the edge of the railing, you are going to slide your blades into this troll's flesh. It is going to slice cleanly. And you can see the flesh quivering and trying to heal, but the fire that's burning into it prevents it from doing so. You push it forward with your blades, and it is going straight toward Callie. Callie, it's your turn. What do you do?
Nom nom.
Okay. Make me your attack rolls.
Yes! At 20 on the bite.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll me that first. Wait, did T-Bobnik just do it again? Or no?
19 damage.
Okay, cool. Sorry, my chat was a little slow, and I was like, what the hell? How much damage?
17.
17 damage. How do you want to do this?
I rip its throat out.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice and easy. So just a simple... With a triumphant roar, you are going to tear the creature's throat out. The ice troll is going to scrabble, trying to put the blood and gore back in. But then its eyes are going to fade, and it is going to drop to the deck of the ship, dead. As it does, its body will begin to slowly frost over. All
Can I
right.
say at this point, Vistra just like runs and jumps in the hole, not realizing that the combat's over, and she's like ready to join the fight, and is like, "What?
Where
All right.
did you go?
I went to go get some oil. You said get oil for your fire.
I said if you have oil, not run away from the fight. Not that we needed your help, we took care of it, but really? It just seems like an awkward time to do that. If you already had oil, that would have made sense. You could have thrown it and I would have thrown the firebolt. It would have been like boom, 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 very good. However, it's whatever. What did you find?
found a room with the barrels, and inside those barrels was some oil and manacles.
Okay,
And soap. I didn't pick up the soap.
that
I mean,
sounds
that's
about
that's
right.
fair.
I have all this shit. Thought I
Okay.
was going to be useful. Sorry about that.
Could definitely
it's fine. Sorry, I'm being a
helpful.
dick.
I see you guys made some good work. You know, I was
It's-
just letting you
it's
do
fine.
all the
The heavy lifting, even though
killing. I do quite a lot of the killing. I was letting you have a
Can
go
I
at it.
insight check Vistra as to why she is being so fucking cagey right now?
I'm sure.
Okay. Plus my insight. Hold on. I have so many fucking pages here. Hold on. With my insight? Oh boy, that's a dirty 20.
Vistra, if you want to make a deception roll, you can.
Sure. Boy, the dice are telling a beautiful story tonight.
What was that?
That's a whopping ite, mate.
An ite? What's an ite?
An ite. An
Oh, okay.
ite.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Eyes?
staring Vistra down, just dead in the eyes.
Dead in the eyes, just like Vistra. Yeah, there's something
Hey.
really off here.
Callie's gonna revert back and go, fuck you very much. Cure wounds. That fucking hurt. You're supposed to do that. I almost died.
Yeah, why? What is with you? You've been weird and cagey ever since we got on this boat, or ever since we got near it. You hear the roar, and all of a sudden you're scared.
Just.
I'm going to turn myself into the troll.
Oh my god!
Cure wounds at a 3rd level. Because fuck, I hurt.
Just gonna double check something real quick regarding turning into trolls.
Yeah.
You can only polymorph into humanoids,
Okay, into humanoids.
but you can turn yourself. You can. I'll say that you
It's
can kind of make your
scary-looking
face
human.
trollish.
Yeah, make myself more troll-ish.
You look like Shrek.
What?
Get out of
What
my
are you so
school.
scared of, Vistra? What are you scared of?
Not the
Scared of the little
troll.
troll?
No.
No. No, turn back. Yeah? So why are you being cagey?
I'm not being cagey.
Yeah, you're not cagey and I'm not the doppelganger. Okay, yeah, no, that's very funny.
Okay. Down to
It's-
10 hit points off.
It's just one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
I had one of those days yesterday, or the day before.
She
Yeah.
had one of those days. I've had one of those days. You know almost everything about me now, so
We all have those days.
You know what else has had one of those days? The door to
dragon.
that. Well, the dragon maybe. The door to that lower cabin. It looks like the troll was trying to bust its way in to the south door. And that door is barely holding on. It looks like it's barred from the other side.
Yeah, I was also thinking while Vistra and Lysithian were arguing, I wanted to do like a perception or investigation to see what I can find around here.
Around here? Alright, so the ship's hold contains heaps of snow and 4 tied down jolly boats covered with rime. In the forward starboard corner rests a large pile of treasure covered with ice. Standing next to the hoard, frozen with its maw open in a roar, is a white feline creature sheathed in ice that you'll recognize as a Craig cat. Long dead.
How much treasure does it look like is there?
You are standing on about 4 feet of frozen layers of treasure. But I mean like 4 feet deep.
Oh, that's a lot of treasure.
can I try to go through it and get some gold and shit?
Unfortunately, it's covered with a lot of ice. You'd have to work your way through this. And I
Can-
will remind you all, because I said it before game, using fire to melt ice takes longer than it does to just break it.
Okay. Vistra,
I have the
you want
rules
to
here.
make
It actually
yourself-
takes quite a long time.
Do you want to make yourself useful? If I DM question,
Yes.
if I were to throw a firebolt at it and then have Vistra hit it, would that make it easier?
Not particularly. This is particularly vicious ice. However, you do have picks and things like that. If you covered it with oil and maybe lit that on fire or lit a fire on top of it, that might... It wouldn't really help, basically.
Okay.
The ice is so thick that fire doesn't really do anything to it unless you apply, especially from the top, you know?
I just fireball the fucking...
Just like keep fireball, just like... but no,
my third levels.
they specifically say that using fire takes twice as long.
Okay, cool. Vistra,
Well, yeah.
Your
Do you
thing-
think that's gonna make a lot of noise?
Yes,
that troll just made a lot of noise.
that's true.
I will look out. You hit it. Unless you don't want to, but I personally think getting some loot or something out of this would probably be for the best. And also, if we can get any pearls or gems or anything like that, that can help me. So
Yeah.
See any rum in the storage rooms when you were off there?
No, the rum is usually kept behind that locked door.
Katerina.
Yep.
What did you roll on your investigation check?
That's a 19.
Lysithian mentions pearls, and you can see that there are 2 of them right there under that first layer of ice with hundreds of coins of different colors and makes and shapes.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There's 2 pearls right there under the ice. And can I? Does it look like I'd be able to break it a little bit with my rapier?
No.
No, just
I'll go smash it. I just saying there's potential to draw attention. Yes, the troll made a lot of noise, so I'm fine to go take a swing at it.
Sure.
I just think it could be helpful.
Yeah,
And if we think we're drawing too much attention, we can stop.
yeah. I'll
and
go
Take up.
take a swing. It's
All
the
right.
ice. Where did you see those pearls?
I'll
Okay.
point them out.
Alright.
While Vistra's swinging, do we want to check out that door, see if that rum's there?
Yeah, I would like to. Actually, I said I would keep an eye out for Vistra, so I will keep an eye out.
Yes.
If anything, make a perception check or something while Vistra is doing that.
Oh, I'll go over to Callie and inquire as to how she's feeling now.
Allie would like to sit on her ass for 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
Heal
And
some more.
I'm gonna go open the door, I guess, then.
All right, so Vistra, getting through this first layer of ice is going to take you about an hour.
Oh goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Can I technically be short resting? Not
Yeah,
that I
you-
need to.
You can short rest and keep your ears open.
Cool. Do you want me to make perception check while I'm
Yeah,
watching? Or?
I would like that.
Okay.
All right, so heading
Going
to
to be 16.
heading to the north, 16. You can hear a little bit of movement on the other side of the door to the south. Someone's inside of that room. The door is barred from the other side.
Vistra, hold on for a moment. I
Clang.
hear movement from over there.
Okay.
I'll just point to the door.
And Katerina,
Stop.
you're going through the northern door?
No, I was going through the southern door.
The southern door is barred from the other side. You push on the door, and it does not budge.
Can I kick it down?
You can try, yeah.
Can I
Okay.
do like an athletics check?
So to kick down the southern door. Sorry, I thought you were headed through the door that I didn't say was barred. That is.
I mean, if the troll couldn't knock it down, why do you think you can?
I can take a swing at it.
You can make a strength check.
Okay. Oh no, I just failed gloriously with my 8.
Okay, so you will kick the door, and it does not budge. And that is when Lysithian is going to hear something move on the other side.
Everybody, wait. I hear something. There's something in there.
Want me to bust down the door?
What kind could I tell kind of what sound it was, or did it just sound like rustling?
What did you get on your roll?
16.
Something small. It sounded like someone shifting and a little bit of wood creaking and moving.
Sounds maybe like a person.
What languages do you speak?
I speak. Where is this fucking page? Lysithian. I speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay. You will hear a language that you vaguely recognize as Draconic, but don't know what's being said.
Do you specify that you hear Draconic, Lysithian?
I don't. It sounds kind of maybe reptilian or something. It sounds familiar. Maybe Draconic, but I don't understand it.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do with that, Kelly?
You're going to cast Comprehend Languages?
Yeah, universal speech.
Oh, okay. And how does that one function?
Limited version of tongues for 1 hour for free every day, and you can do it again by spending a spell slot.
Okay.
So funny. I was gonna prepare tongues today.
Always prepare your tongue. You never know
Always
when you're
prepare
going to
your-
accidentally. Do you just wait for your food to cool, or do you husha fasha 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 fa? Prepare your tongue for husha fasha fasha.
I mean, yeah, basically.
I love you guys.
Mwah. All right. So,
We'll say at the mention of Lysithian saying person, Vistra goes white as a sheet.
okay.
To make sure I notice this. Just fucking eyeing Vistra
Can
entire time.
Katarina, can you make me a perception roll to see what you can hear on the other side of the door?
Yeah, I definitely can. That's gonna be a big ol' 13, 14, 15, 16,
Okay.
17.
I don't know. But when she comes back, she'll take care of it. Do you think she'll eat the goat? I don't know if she'll eat the goat. Quiet. Maybe it'll go away.
I'm gonna knock on the door and say hello in Draconic.
Hello? Why'd you say that? Shut up! So on the other side of the door, you'll hear, Miklag!
Hello. I know you're back there.
I already said hello. What do you expect me to do? Shut up!
I can hear that there's 2 of you.
She doesn't know there's 4 of us. Shut up!
I know there's 4 of you.
Ah! How does she know that? You're
Vistra's
an idiot.
gonna try and break down the door.
All right, so Vistra, you stop pounding on the floor and turn and hit the door. You can make me an attack roll.
Okay.
And please don't botch because I'm directly in front of the door.
However, the book reminds me to inform you this door is immune to poison and psychic damage.
Okay, I'm gonna do
Good to know.
bludgeoning
I was
attack
worried,
with my
really, like-
axe. You know, I always do that psychic damage.
You're gonna do
Yeah.
psycho damage.
I pretty
Just
much.
chop it right down the middle. Here's Vistra.
Yes, Vistra.
What'd you get?
I got 24.
24. All right. So you're going to bring your axe down, and it's going to cleave directly through the bar on the other side, with a triumphant smash. The door is going to fall inward, and you'll hear "eep" on the other side as 4 figures. Actually, let me double check. Let me see how well they hide. One moment. This is one thing they're good at. All right. Oh, that's a D12. That's not going to help me at all. As one figure that you can see is kind of like standing in the middle of the floor. One moment. Let me just adjust some things. Boop. All right. So, boop. You will not see me or me. You will
But
see
we
me.
know you're there.
Yep. So you will smash open the door. On the other side of it, the floor of this cabin is icy. Lying on their sides are 2 empty open barrels. Hides and furs have been pushed into these barrels to create makeshift sleeping quarters. 2 similar but upright barrels appear untouched. In one of the upright barrels directly in front of you, you will see a draconic head sticking out. As you smash the door open, there will be a shriek, and I need an initiative roll off of everybody.
Ooh, that's going to be a not good, but that's going to be a total of 8.
Total of 8.
21 from me.
21 as
23.
well.
Okay. And
Let's-
what's your dex mods there? Pardon me, your initiative mods? I believe that it's going to be Katarina first. What'd you get, Kelly?
4.
23.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh,
that.
damn.
Damn.
Then there's Vistra, then there's Cat, and then Lysithian, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Cool. Then it's going to be K1, then K2, then Lysithian, then Oh, actually, no, it's going to be K3, and then Lysipian, and then K4. Okay, cool. All right, so the door bursts open. Callie, what are you doing? What are you doing there? Vistra's the one standing in the doorway.
Callie's still sitting on her ass.
Sounds good. You may sit on your ass as a free action.
Yeah. So did all this arguing take like 15 minutes or so?
I'll say that it took about 10 minutes, yeah. 10, 15.
Awesome. Can I want to spend a hit die then.
All right, you may. Okay.
Sweet.
Callie, that's you. Katarina, what are you doing?
I'm going in the room.
Okay.
Excellent.
And I'm just gonna say out in Draconic, I know there's at least four of you in here. We don't want to fight you if we don't have to. What? Can we talk first?
Okay. You can make me a persuasion roll.
I will do that thing.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this one.
Okay, but that wasn't a botch, right?
It was not a botch. It was a 3 plus something. That's way better. All right. So persuasion. That's gonna be a 23.
Okay. Do you have any weapons out?
No. I would have sheathed my sword and dagger when I came up to talk through the door.
Okay. Sounds.
So I'm gonna like kind of like not. No, I'm just gonna like kneel because these guys are short, right? The kobolds.
Yeah, it appears to be a kobold hiding in that barrel.
Fair enough.
By the way, this once again for Rime art, I want to show you the best art in the entire book. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
3 kobolds in cold winter clothing.
Yes!
Okay, that's
3
awesome.
kobolds in a parka.
3 kobolds in a parka.
That's all I wanted ever.
There you go.
I
Game
love
over.
kobolds.
That's the campaign, guys.
All right,
We'll
guys.
see you
That's what I
back
ever
here
wanted.
We
I
won.
say every time when I'm like, oh, we have a hag. Fuck yeah, that's all I want. We have this fucking yeah.
You know what? It
just
makes
love
as a dungeon
D&D.
master that makes me
Pirate
feel
ship.
good.
All I want. I've been so excited.
All I want
just
is
love D&D, man.
Right?
okay. All right.
So yeah, I'm gonna kind of like kneel down and say, hey, can we talk first,
Okay.
please?
And Vistra, what are you doing to inflame the situation?
I'm just gonna stand kind of like with my axe, like, because she just hears Vistra through the door. Just gonna like, in my big dwarven stature, just kind of like fill up the doorway space and kind of like,
The lower half of it, anyway. Yeah.
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Just be like, hold a reaction and just be like, we're just here, and until you guys pose a threat to us, we're not gonna pose a threat to you.
All right. Okay. The kobold that's sticking out of the bucket is going to. And in you speak Draconic, so it'll keep speaking Draconic. So in Draconic, it will say, "Why you here?"
To get rum,
Rum?
alcohol.
Rum gone.
Oh, I'll turn around and then come and say the rum's gone.
Why is
Why
the
is the
rum
rum
always
always
gone?
gone?
The rum's always gone. I'll turn back to the little kobold friends and be like, I mean, is there anything else in here other than the fact that this is a dragon den? When are you expecting the dragon to be back?
She comes back when she eats.
How long has she been gone?
4.
Okay. And what do you do?
Serve. Serve the Great One.
What kind of dragon is she?
Beautiful, majestic and white. Arveiaturace is majestic and power. She is the old one here. Praise her. From another barrel, you'll hear a hiding shape go, praise! And then, in Draconic, oop! or whatever the oops sound in Draconic is.
So I'll turn back to the group and in comments, basically just, reiterate that it's a white dragon and she big, and that she's been gone for 4.
Hours, days, weeks.
We don't know. They just said 4.
So did you say there was 2 upturned or
There
2
are-
regular standing barrels, Kelly?
There are 2 standing barrels without lids and 2 that are toppled over. A kobold is sticking out of one of them.
Okay.
And you just heard something peep out of the one next to it.
Okay.
You're pretty sure there's a kobold in each barrel, though.
Yeah,
Just- they're
okay.
not gonna
I just
lie.
want to make sure that they're not lying about the rum is basically what I'm asking.
No, he's not swimming in it. Kobold flavored rum.
Yum. I love it spiced.
It tastes so kobold.
Oh.
I'm
Be
sorry.
kobold.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn to the groups, but what do we want to know?
Well, obviously they're not going to be too happy about us stealing treasure from the dragon. Just
I
saying.
mean, we could just.
You could leave it. Maybe take a look in
We
some
could leave the
rooms?
treasure and maybe take the rum.
Could you, Katarina, could you ask them how long they've been here?
I'll turn to Kobold friends and how long have you been here?
Time? Let me check my notes real quick, actually, because that's the one question I don't actually remember off the top of my head. No, the ice troll, nope. Okay, there we go. Nope, that's irrelevant. That is also irrelevant. Weeks? Months?
Was
4 month.
4 months, and she's been gone for 4 days, 4 hours.
Hour.
4 hours. How long does feeding trips usually take?
Changes. Always comes back.
Always comes back. Okay.
Sometimes quick, sometimes long.
Okay. Well, and I'll turn back to the group and say, well, she's been gone 4 hours. They've been here for 4 months. And they don't know if they're expecting her back in the next hour or in the next days. They said it changes every time.
Oh boy.
So, I mean, what do we want to do?
I mean, what is there really to do? We could take out the kobolds and take the stuff, or we could risk having to fight the dragon today.
Or we could just do a
honestly,
quick look around, see if there's any other treasure that's maybe not.
frozen solid.
Yeah,
But I
there's
feel like
like
because it's a white
captain's
dragon-
quarters and stuff like that.
Yeah, we could take a look around.
First mate's
but,
cabin, all that
Okay.
jazz.
That sounds good.
That sounds fair.
I'll turn back to Kobold friend and say, all right, well, in that case, if the rum's gone, then there's no point in us being here. So we're gonna go check out upstairs and then probably head out of here.
Agreeable.
Awesome.
You do what you gotta do. We're gonna guard this room. Whatever happens out there until she gets back is not my business.
So we can do anything else we want in the rest of
Oh.
the ship as long as it's not in this room.
Katarina, ask them if there's anyone else here. If they know
Also-
anyone else lives here.
There's no one else here. Did you just give away that you speak common? One of them says in Draconic. I might have.
Also, you do understand. Very good to know.
So we can do anything we want in the rest of the ship as long as it's not in this room?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
If she comes back, she'll kill you.
I mean, she's a
You
dragon.
understand?
That sounds about right.
That sounds about par for the course.
Doesn't seem like it's worth really throwing our lives away. Just
Oh.
to stop you from getting eaten. Probably would please her.
Fair enough. All right, well, it's been great chatting to you, and enjoy guarding the room. And Katarina's gonna back out and close what's left of the door behind her.
Okay.
Hurt?
All right. Almost as soon as you shut the door, you're going to hear on the other side as they start hammering boards against it.
Just start knocking on the door. Just to fuck with it. Just. Not saying anything. I'm just knocking on the door. Just trying to fuck.
Stop that. Stop.
Just.
All right, we're going. We're going. It's okay.
The elf is moving the nails. Is it magic? I think it's just knocking. Mig, come on. You just leave him alone. You know how he is.
Fuck with kobolds. I just wanted to fuck with kobolds.
Oh man, 3 kobolds in cold weather clothing.
What is their... I want to know what their int is. One sec. I gotta double check this, because kobolds always get played as dumber than they are. There's just one stupid one. The rest are smart. Yeah, int 8. That's just, like, mildly dumb. Whatever.
Like a
That's...
little stoopy.
I have friends that are that dumb, so that's fine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Wow, calling me out right on
I was
stream.
saying,
I mean,
wow,
you know.
Kelly, you're just
Fucking
talking about
rude.
everyone.
But gorgeous. Who
At
needs
least I have one thing going for me.
And you're short.
And you're
And
short,
I'm
so that's 2.
short.
There we
That
go.
short.
The one kobold is Moon Moon. It's kobold bold.
Kobold bold.
Kobold.
It's Coco. All right.
Coco.
So with that, I'll reiterate to the rest of the group that the kobolds don't care what we do in the ship as long as it's not in that room.
Cool. Works for
Yeah.
me.
But the
I'm
diff-
not gonna
the-
spend an hour hacking away at treasure for a dragon that might show up at any time. Just saying.
No,
I
that's fair.
don't
Yeah.
want to be on an open skylight. I'd rather sneak around the rest of this ship.
That sounds fair. So, what do you think? Take a look around, stick together, probably just in case the dragon comes back.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
There we go. They have attached that door. All right. So glancing around, I will say, if anybody wants to make me a perception roll as
I
they're
would
looking
like
at this
that.
pile of treasure here.
Nat 20.
Perfect.
I was
It's
gonna
going
say
to be a total
18,
of
19
12?
with my perception.
My first natural 20 of the night.
Perfect.
Not tiny.
I got my 3. And that's all I'll ever
Callie?
get.
15.
It's not just coins. The second layer has precious gems and pieces of fabric lined in gold and scrimshaw figurines. The third layer you can barely see, but it looks like statuettes. An ornate quiver. But the lowest one you can just barely see through the light that's filtering in overhead. What did you get, Lysithian?
I got 12.
Okay. I would like each of you who succeeded the roll to notice something, or are told by a friend, to make me a history roll. But because you will see a...
Natural 20.
Okay.
16.
I will take a picture. There have been a lot of 20s. I will take a picture if you need it. And with
High
my
time.
history, that's going to be 27.
You will see that there is a strange wand on the fourth layer, buried there. It has a gaping skull and a spinal column for its handle. It has ornate carvings in the side of it, and almost kind of like a hooded bone fragment that comes up behind the skull, like a cowl. Looking at that, you've read about that in books. You're pretty sure that's the wand of Orcus.
This is the wand of Orcus.
How do we get through? Do I have anything that would help get through this?
Pickaxes.
Pickaxes. All right. I mean, if we all pick at it, what kind of timeline are we thinking to get through this?
Let me double check one thing. Now, see, here's the problem I have, and I'm going to be transparent with you on this.
Mhm.
Another part of this ship has a thing where it says characters can chip away at the ice, breaking through it after 1 hour. Then in parentheses, the more characters who help, the more quickly the ice is removed. However, in the treasure section, the parenthesis, like the parenthetical, is not referenced.
That's weird.
And given that it's a different type of ice, I don't think it applies. What I will say is that if all of you help, I'll cut it down by 25%. Each layer will take you about 45 minutes.
Can I use my climbing axe to try and get through it?
Climbing axe would be the type of tool you would have to use. Yes, you'd have to use a pick, an axe, or something like that.
I'm gonna start picking away at it.
Okay.
I have a pick.
I'm going to help. I have
Okay.
I
All
thought
right.
I did. I don't have any.
All right, so the first 45 minutes will pass, and eventually you'll clear that first layer off. These translucent layers of ice resist every single move that you make, but you eventually make your way through that top layer. You're not terribly far in before you realize the truth of it, that this type of cold could only be one thing. This is the dragon's breath, freezing this here. But you make it through the first layer, and will manage to find 72 gold pieces, 181 silver pieces, 352 copper pieces, and 2 pearls, quite large and worth many gold pieces each.
Hayden, you write that down?
Yep. I got
Okay.
it all down.
All right, you don't need me to put it.
No, it was 72 gold, 181 silver, 352 copper, and 2 pearls.
2 pearls, yeah.
Cool.
All right. Do you continue on to the second layer?
I'm just gonna start working on it.
Okay.
I don't
If
have a
anybody,
fix with them, we're just watching.
Okay, just a moment.
I mean,
Oh.
if anybody wants to stop, but
Vistra's getting real nervous.
Is there anything like? Are we going for anything in particular, or are we just going for more gold?
the second layer was
Some cool stuff.
Wand is very,
Very powerful. An artifact of a god.
It's an artifact of a god. I think we should take it.
Shouldn't we leave it? No one needs the power of a god.
We are literally dealing with a place that is being cursed by a god. I feel like having something like this could be instrumental.
Yeah.
Also,
but if we wait
It is a
too
magic
long-
wand and I would really like it.
Yeah, but if we wait too long, we're gonna be dead, and it'll be. For
Then
no
we don't wait
reason.
too long and we deal with it. Get your axe going, Vistra. Please?
I don't.
I mean,
really-
another thing that we could do, we could always just wait out with the dogs. If the dragon comes back, we wait for it to leave again.
Exactly.
Let's take some gold and DTFO.
Yes,
So are
but
you not continuing on this layer?
however, they could refreeze it, and we would have to do all of this all over again. We're already, like, almost through.
Okay. Everybody chip in then. It goes faster.
Can I use my dagger? Would that help?
I'm pretty sure one of you has a crowbar on you, and you do have a climber's kit as well, which has a pickaxe or a climbing axe. Although, do you have that on you?
I don't. I never picked up one.
I picked up a miner's axe. I can give one to Lysithian.
Okay.
Yeah, because
That'll
I have one as well. So.
Okay.
So is it a hand axe?
Miner's axe.
It's a miner's axe.
Okay, cool. Just so I can throw it in my...
Inventory.
The second layer of ice cracks and breaks in front of you. Small art objects lie under this layer. You'll find 9 tattered pieces of indigo fabric, and I'm actually going to send this one to you as a photo. It will have what things are worth, but it's too much for you to just write down.
Oh no.
That's
a stop.
No, that isn't that 20. Okay.
And then at that point, Katarina is going to suggest, do we want to go back to where the dogs are?
Get out of here.
So what you will find is 9 tattered pieces of indigo fabric lined with gold thread, 3 pieces of quartz, a single aquamarine cracked down the center, and a scrimshaw figurine of an archer etched with a magical script. Only a few inches beneath lies even more treasure. Valuable, glorious treasure.
What did you send to us? It's upside down.
Well then, okay, well then just flip the image.
Can I
Oh, is this
do
in
that
Messenger?
In Facebook?
You can save it to your computer and then flip it later. My phone just decided to send it to you upside down.
It be do.
It does that. I sent it over Facebook. Facebook's photo app is not the best.
What?
Are you guys taking any time to explore the rest of the ship, or just getting out of here?
Vistra's gonna.
Okay. Vistra. As you are hacking away, you're going to hear coming from the north. The door at the top. Something walks around inside of there.
I'm gonna go take a look.
I mean, the kobolds did mention there was a goat on board, so
Yeah, it's
could
probably
be a
just
goat.
that. I'm gonna have a look around, guys. If you guys want to keep hacking,
I do.
All right.
Um,
Well,
I'll
Vista
snoop.
looks.
You 3 can look around. You 3 can hack. I'm gonna have a look around the ship.
Be careful.
Yeah,
Where'd
yeah.
Lysithian go? Oh,
What?
okay.
They're still on the stairs
Oh, okay.
on the second
Yeah, I
layer.
just didn't move myself.
All right. Moving forward. You open the door. The cabin to the north has been thoroughly ransacked. Dishes are strewn across the floor, and a galley table in the middle of the room has pots and ladles hanging above it. Tied to a low cupboard. Why I paused at cupboard.
Cupboard.
I know, right? Tied to a low cupboard against the starboard wall is a thin goat. It lifts its head and bleats at you, shuffling until its rope goes taut, stopping it in its advance.
Oh, you poor creature. I'm gonna continue and ignore the goat. It's sad though.
There's another
so
door
sad.
to the north.
Yes. I'm gonna go into there.
A key is jammed into the lock of this door.
turn the key.
It's... Actually, it doesn't say it's locked. It says it's jammed. So, is jammed
Yeah, I was gonna
into the
say,
lock.
jammed isn't like.
I guess it. No, it's just sticking out of it. Okay, that's
Okay.
Okay.
It's 'cause-
The lock
the
will
lock.
twist and slowly open with difficulty. The key bends slightly as you twist it, and the cabin before you is empty, except for a smashed wooden crate lying across the frost-covered floor. Looking up at you from that wood is the image of a circle. Contained within is the smiling face of a drow with an eye patch and a purple, wide-brimmed hat, accented with colorful, feathered plumes. Elvish script around the circumference reads, which you don't speak Elven, but you know this phrase: "The best rum from your friends at One-Eyed Jack's." The room is otherwise empty. What are the rest of you doing?
Hacking away.
Still
Okay,
hacking away.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
keep
stopping.
hacking away? Alright. Okay. Good to know. You
That
continue.
sounds like bad to know.
That's not
Yeah.
a good phrase to hear from your DM.
Nope.
You continue to hack away. Another 50 minutes pass. And you will unearth 221 gold pieces. A 1-foot marble statuette of a griffin with gold inlay. A black pearl. A peridot carved in the shape of a leaf. A small copper globe. And a quiver etched with strange magical writing. And there you go. I've resent it right side up to you so you can stop complaining. All right. What do you all do from here? That last layer is not very far. The biggest...
Dang it, I'm trying to keep an ear out as best I can.
Yeah,
For...
can I make a perception check?
Absolutely.
I'm not kidding. I just rolled another nat 20. I'm not kidding. I will take another picture.
It's okay.
My priestess dice are really nice to me today.
Praise Goblin
I think
Slayer.
it's okay.
Praise the That is my like 5th nat 20. I'm not kidding. The dice are making up for my shitty rolls the other day.
No
Perceptive
worries,
25.
I totally get you.
I'm just like, I feel like I'm like, listen, I promise.
23 for me.
I got a 19.
What I would like to do
Mm-hmm.
with besides that is so perception was 23.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to pay attention and essentially the thing I want to do the moment I think I hear a dragon approaching is pass without a trace on all of us. I guess, well, the 3 of us, because Vistra's off somewhere else, so she won't get it. Because within 30 feet.
Sure. You can
But-
keep that in mind.
Though, I mean, it's up to an hour. No, you're saying this is taking about an hour, so...
It's taking
time.
about just a little bit shy of it. So if you're going to cast it, this last layer might be the time for it.
You know what? I will, so that we have +10 on our stealth saves.
Okay.
Stealth rolls.
I got 23 for my perception check
Mhm.
as well. So
You hear nothing aside from the creaking of floorboards as Vistra stomps around. It seems like you're fine. You can probably keep going. It's just a little more. Just a little more. The rewards are so sweet.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go look at the second floor.
yeah, for sure.
Do you keep going?
What do we think? Do we keep going?
Hallie doesn't want to, but Lysithian really wants that thing.
Yeah,
Lysithian
Lysithian
wants
really wants it and is just gonna keep going whether you guys help or not.
If
Their eye on
Lysithian's
the
going, then
prize.
Katarina's gonna help them.
Okay.
I'll keep helping because then the quicker it goes, and
Yeah.
hopefully we finally get out of here.
And for
'Cause
those
I
of
do
you,
not want to fight a white dragon.
no, you don't. No, don't worry. You won't fight.
You'll just fucking die, is
Die.
what he's saying.
We'll die a white dragon.
And for those of you watching later, I did pre-roll for certain events, and I'll tell you what I rolled afterward because it's particularly juicy.
Ooh.
Vistra, you head
Terrified.
up as they continue, and you will find yourself on the second floor, moving around the cabins. Which doors are you checking?
I think I'm gonna first check out the bow. Is that the front? The bow
is
of
the
the
front.
ship. Yeah. I'm gonna go check the bow, saving the aft.
The
From
foremost
there.
cabin, as you open the door, holds 2 rime-covered barrels, lying next to which is a rat that obviously perished from the cold.
Yeah, I did
More-
that room. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do-
do the other ones.
Okay.
Those already there. I guess I
Alright.
could pop the lid off the other barrel. Maybe I'll go pop the lid off the other barrel that I didn't know.
Sure. The second,
know
it
that.
contains 10 torches.
Okay. That's kind of useful.
The crew that was running away from here must have missed those and not carried them into the dark.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The torches and the oil between these 2 barrels might have saved lives and lit the way in blizzards, or at least kept them warm inside of hovels or makeshift shelters. But in their hurry and their haste, they left this behind and suffered the consequences. Which door do you check next?
Let's go with that one. D6.
As the door comes open, a light breeze emerges from this room. Pieces of parchment flutter on the floor. A large, detailed map of the Sword Coast takes up most of the wall. There are 2 maps here. A 6-foot wide, 6-foot tall map of the Sword Coast hanging on the wall, and a map of Icewind Dale. It's on the bottom shelf of the map case that lies on the floor, next to a set of navigator's tools. Do you open the map case and look for those items?
Sure.
Sure. You open them, and they are exactly where I said. You take the maps?
Yeah.
Sure. Where do you go next?
Let's go. Well, it'll be a surprise for both of us. D4.
Okay. In this narrow cabin, shelves and containers are scattered on the floor amid piles of dirty bandages. It smells like the surgeon who once lived here. Heavy pipe smoke and small clusters of dried leaves have frozen to the floor in places. A disheveled, frost-coated bed is tucked in an alcove under a wooden staircase.
Can I search the room to see if there's any medical
Where are you looking?
supplies? Under the alcove, did you say?
I said that there is... the bed is tucked into an alcove, yeah?
I'll bet it's tucked into an alcove. Yeah, I'll search under the bed. See if there's
All right.
anything.
The room looks like it's been flipped, but strangely, nobody checked under the bed. There are 3 vials of antitoxin labeled in the surgeon's very careful script. A healer's kit and a vial of holy water, marked with, you can't quite make out the symbol. Helm, maybe?
It's these 2, I guess. Would have been handy.
As you head back out into the hallway to check the other room, you see the plaque on the door, frozen over, reads First Mate. And as you reach for the handle, a voice echoes in your mind. She should be the first to go. She should be the first to go. Rest of us need it. She's almost gone.
No. No, 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 not now. Not now. Not her. Kind of punch the door open.
The door will slide open a bit, and inside you'll see that there's a frost-covered bed shoved into one corner under the wooden staircase. The rest of the cabin is completely empty.
Let's get this over with.
There's only one more room you haven't checked on this floor. The captain's cabin at the back.
Yes, you
Also,
bastard.
Hi, Ray.
Let's-
Ooh, the nat 30s. Nice. Okay. As you approach the back, you are met by a frustrating sight. The door in front of you. Oh, actually, pardon me. One moment. That is... The door in front of you is covered with a thick layer of ice, much like the one beneath you. It would take you quite a while to get through this. About an hour. What do you do?
I think at this point she's gonna start hacking because
Okay.
they're down there doing their stuff. So
Sounds
she's like,
good. You will begin to hack madly through the door. Down below, you'll start to hear the sound of Vistra's footsteps and then hacking. Slam! 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 The sound of cracking ice above you. You continue to work below, hacking away. The first item breaks free. A 3-foot diameter ceremonial bronze bowl inlaid with carnelians. It must be worth a fortune. Clatters away at your feet, Lysithian. Callie, you work, and between you and Katarina, 7 garnets, the size of figs, clatter to the floor as you chip away the ice. Aw, someone in the chat just said that we're all pretty.
Hey,
Aww.
Sorry guys, we're trying to focus on an intense scene. We love you, but we'll with you in a sec. You clatter away, continue working. Above you, you hear the sound of clang, clang, as you match it with your own rhythm. Clang, 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 clang. All the while, doing your best to keep your ear up for the sound of approaching death. You work. And then you manage to free another item. A suit of chainmail clatters to the floor. It sparkles and shines like no silver that you've ever seen. Mithril. Mithril chain lays at your feet.
that's nice.
Beneath you lies that wand. And something laying on the floorboards that, Lysithian, you'll notice it first with, I believe you had the highest perception roll. There's a signet ring kind of wedged between two of the floorboards right next to the wand. You almost overlooked it. It's laid in gold. If you keep hacking, you'll be able to reach it. Above you, Vistra, you will slam your axe through the door, and the door to the captain's cabin will swing open. The aft cabin is taken up by one spacious... Pardon me, the aft castle is taken up by one spacious cabin. Frost covers nearly every surface and furnishing. A human corpse is slumped against the port side wall. Its left arm draped across part of a heavy chest that's tucked in an alcove under the staircase. The skeleton wears a jacket and wide-brimmed hat that hides most of its skull, and under its right arm is a captain's journal. The floor is strewn with empty wine bottles that you only notice as you step in, and one shatters under your boot, snapping you back to your senses, Vistra. What do you do?
I'm gonna go take a little gander at the captain's journal.
Captain Rudolph Blue Moon clings to that.
You drunk yourself to death, you bastard.
No, he obviously froze to death.
Well, but he drank while he died.
Wouldn't you?
Yes.
His hat has a curious symbol. A red eel wrapped around a gold trident pinned to it. You recognize it immediately. The symbols of Ship Souljack, a powerful faction in Luskan that engages in piracy. As you grab his journal, it chronicles the exploits of the Dark Duchess, but says little about him. But you know enough about Captain Blue Moon.
Yes, I'm scanning for probably near the end of the journal. Seeing if there's any pages that
There are.
might.
The final entry in
Mention.
the journal reads, and you can hear his voice in your mind. That damned white dragon is back, circling above me like a vulture. I reckon she could carry the ship back to Luskan if she were a mind too. To die from starvation, bitter cold, or a dragon. Choices, choices. There's a chest next to you. Frozen, solid.
I'll take a swing at the chest.
Alright. You think it'll take you a
Fun.
few minutes to hack into this. Do you start?
Yeah.
You begin to hack into the side of the chest. Downstairs, you continue your work, and at the end of it, you will manage to free all of the treasure from the ice, revealing the Wand of Orcus and a signet ring in gold.
Does the signet ring say anything?
Yeah, does it
can you
look
make me?
familiar to me?
Can everybody here make me an insight roll?
Okay. With my insight, that's going to be 17.
6? Okay. All right.
22.
22. All right. So, as you glance at it, you were too distracted to remember this at the time. Katarina, you were too distracted to remember this, but the other two of you will immediately feel your brows ruffle. For the signet on that ring is the same on each of those keg barrels in Vistra's house of the Mad Mountain
Knew it.
Brewery.
Question.
Yes.
What does mithril armor chainmail count as for armor class?
Mithril chain, I'd have to look it up. I believe it allows you to do spell casting while you wear it. And
Yeah, so it's like elven chain kind of.
Kind of, yeah. So I'll look it up during the break. But,
Okay.
and
That would be good for me, but I
it,
don't
it,
know if I can.
it would definitely be good for all of you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Except for
Yeah.
Vistra. So you will find that ring. What do you guys say to each other as you clear the rest of the horde out?
I'm
Isn't-
going.
Isn't that the mark on Vistra's barrels?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even notice.
Wait, is she a pirate?
That would explain why she was so cagey and weird about coming on this ship.
Why didn't she just like kind of nudge us somewhere else instead of agreeing to come here?
She easily could have, but it's Vistra and she's.
That's fair.
I mean, she
don't
could have
know.
I
just.
mean, being
she
a
could
pirate's nowhere near as weird as having been a man and then waking up in the body of a woman
just. Yeah.
and turning out you're not a moon elf.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, like, of all the things, being a pirate's pretty mundane, really.
Mundane, but that doesn't explain why she
I
doesn't.
wonder if she
worship
did
love,
something dark
like
and
that.
horrible.
Maybe made some kind of deal with the demon. Who knows? Anything could happen in this place.
It's true. Why don't we
Probably
go
dead.
ask?
Who knows?
Or
Why
with a
not?
frost bitch.
It might have been frost
Yeah.
bitch, but I'm going to be
Okay, we're gonna have to
perfectly.
watch. Careful. Just in
Uh,
case.
Why don't we grab all of this and we find Vistra and we go?
GTFO?
Yeah.
GTFO.
Not be dragon food?
We
Yeah.
not be dragon food because I have a cool wand now and I want to look at it.
You pick
Okay.
up the knobby, strange staff, pardon me, wand made of a spinal column, an empty skull. The cavities leer at you, and you feel a chill run down your spine as you pick it up. Above you, you can still hear Vistra. You break through the chest, clearing the ice from it. And as you go to open it, you realize that it's locked. You could try to hack it completely open. You might damage what's inside.
Can I take a quick look at the room and see if there's a key anywhere?
Where do you look?
I first will check El Capitano. I'll also
Sure.
try
you
and
make,
take
make
the
me an
badge.
investigation roll.
Yeah, and then I'd also like to mention I'd like to try and remove the badge from his hat.
Are you just going to take the badge or the whole hat?
I'll take the badge. I'm not gonna be super like, hey guys, look at my hat.
Yeah, that's our
gonna-
Wednesday game.
Oh, that is 19.
19. Giving him a quick pat down, you will find a key in his jacket pocket.
All right.
Sliding
Shove it
into the
in.
wooden chest, you'll click. The chest has a wooden partition that divides its interior into two halves. One side is empty except for a dozen wine-stained corks. The other side contains 150 gold pieces, 520 silver pieces, a small gold bracer, a large gold bracelet, and a small gray sack.
Sorry, how much gold and silver?
I'll send it to you during the break.
Okay. What do I get the fee? I'll pick up the sack. And
Okay.
what does it kind of feel like? Does it
Seems
sound
seems
like
an
it's
ordinary
making
bag, and it appears empty.
I open it?
Sure, you can open it. It looks dark inside,
Okay.
which is strange for someone with dark vision. Did you reach inside?
I mean, that seems creepy and weird.
I mean, do you reach inside?
It's dark and I can't see. I feel like that would set warning bells off. No.
Okay,
No.
sure.
No, but I will take it because I'm like, it's magic.
Sure, maybe.
I have magic party members. Maybe they can detect what this fucking is.
All right. As you turn around, you will see that your party has come back upstairs and found you. They're all standing outside of the door there. You found
Hey.
Vistra opening a chest and rifling through it in the captain's quarters. A corpse lies on its side, staring up at her. Long dead. Not hers. Probably.
Hi guys, how'd it go with the treasure hunt?
Not
Not bad.
everything.
What'd you find? Anything interesting?
I found a captain, and I found this chest, and I found some gold and some bracelets and a bracer and this bag that I can't see into. I don't know if any of you magic users want to take a look at it, but it's kind of weird. I didn't want to put my hand in it because it might eat it or something. Well, Scythian, you are kind of like the expert at kind of magic-y detection.
I can, once we get back to your place, I can take the time to identify all of this, but I feel like here is
Back to
probably
my
not the
place. This is his house. You mean Bremen? My place is a
Bremen,
long way away.
you know what I mean. Once we get back to some place where we can sit
Yeah,
down
yeah,
and
yeah.
do this, then
For sure.
I can look into it. I just would rather not do it right here.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying now, because yeah, there's a dragon on the
Yeah,
line.
no, there's
We should-
probably a dragon. We should probably go. So let's
I
talk about
looked
what we
through-
found.
Yeah, the rest of the
Let's go.
ship, I've cleared it. There wasn't that much stuff. So let's get out of here.
Over the howling wind, you hear the flapping of titanic wings,
Oh no!
followed by the cracking of ice under the weight of something immense. A loud snort accompanies the sound of claws scraping against ice-glazed timbers. The voice of what could only be a truly immense dragon fills the entirety of the ship, quivering the bowels of the ship and the bowels within you at once. I smell warm flesh and hear the panic of bleeding hearts. Prepare your spells, Melthorond. We have uninvited guests. And I think that's a good time for us to take a quick break. Welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Dork Tales. That horrible, grating voice erupts over you. And you can hear the sound of that tremendous creature crawling, dragging its weight. The ship, buried in feet of ice, pitches a few inches to the side. Can I get everyone to make me a stealth roll?
And we still have that pass without a trace on, right?
For the next
Yes.
5 minutes, yes.
Yeah, what does that add?
It adds plus 10.
Plus 10? Okay,
Everybody
thank
except
God.
Vistra.
That's gonna be 17 then. Plus 17, wait, hang on. Where's my fucking plus my stealth? That's 70. Dirty 20. That makes it a dirty 20. Thank fuck.
30.
Because I rolled a 7.
32.
Alright.
14.
14, okay.
Oh no.
Hey, I mean, group check. We rolled pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but
That's my
She might-
passive perception, is it?
Oh no!
oh, bye guys. It was nice knowing you.
The ship shifts. It begins to shake as she leans her weight down on it. The ice cracks. Through the open door behind you, you will see a glimpse of pure white scale and tail begin to slither through the hole in the hold. What do you do?
I want to try and get up on deck and get.
Yeah, she's not going to be
GTFO.
thrilled when she finds out we took the treasure.
I mean, Callie didn't actually pick up most of the gold or anything like that. She didn't bother. It's like,
Lysithian
that
took
would be
as much
so
as
way
she
down.
could.
Lysithian and Cat did though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Lysithian
okay, so
and
you're
Cat
carrying
took
like 50
everything.
pounds of gold too?
I shoved
More
it
like gold's heavy, guys.
I don't know if Kelly's using encumbrance or not, but I took like a good amount.
You are going to be exhausted at the end of this run. We'll just put it that way.
That's fine. I'll sleep after.
That's
If I
you'll,
live.
you'll sleep or you'll die. Either way, you're getting some rest.
Either
Sleep when
way.
you're dead.
Allie's gonna try and
Exactly.
sneak up onto deck and GTFO
Yeah.
Yeah,
into
basically.
the forest.
What? What is this? Echoes up from the hole. What do you do?
Sneaky.
All right, so on top of that, I'm going to drop invisibility on definitely Vistra.
You can only drop it on one person. It's concentration.
I can actually drop it on 2 if I'm casting at a 3rd level.
Does it say that?
It does.
Ooh, cool.
I just pulled it up. Yeah, creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Do. When you cast a spell using a slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target one additional creature.
Very cool.
Sounds
slot
good.
level above
Can I
second.
also get you guys to do me a favor? Can you all roll a wisdom save, please?
Roll. Where is?
17.
I heard. I
I'm
only
gonna
heard-
add my D8 to 6.
Okay, what did you
I'm
say,
gonna add my
Kelly?
D8 to it. Thank God.
19.
19. Okay.
15 total.
15
and that's
total?
including my D8 from.
Vistra, 6. Vistra and Lysithian, you feel your blood freeze in your veins as fear wells up inside of you. You're going to be frightened for 1 minute, which means you can't move toward it. You can only run. You basically can't approach this dragon, even if you wanted to. You are terrified. The other 2 of you are scared, but not overwhelmed by it. So the frightened condition, you guys know how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Basically just what I said.
Okay.
What?
So yeah, I was gonna drop invisibility on Lysithian and Vistra.
Okay.
Just poof.
All right. And 1 moment, please. Okay. The ship trembles. Where do you go? What do you do?
Up and out. Up and out.
Up and out. Just fucking going.
Go. Trying to be
Mhm.
as silent as the 36-pound halfling can be.
All right. So you can make your way up the stairs. As you make your way up the stairs, you slowly find yourself headed to the deck. The ship is still pitching from side to side. Can I get one more party stealth check?
Okay, guys, come on.
I think
And
I'm
one
gonna
moment,
roll the
please.
necromancer die because it's been
Thank
very
God.
nice.
Perfect.
Oh, that's
22.
better.
22?
And pass without a trace still active on this one?
Yes, it is.
Because it's within? Okay. 33.
Nat 20, baby.
You're.
All right. Vistra,
So
18.
18.
34.
You manage to make your way to the bow of the Dark Duchess. When you hear BAM! Wood shatters from a gargantuan blow beneath you. Oh, that's weird. Why did that start playing instead of that? That's what was supposed to be playing. That's frustrating. All right. As the dragon smashes through one of the lower decks, knocking down a wall, you will hear the sound of and the sound of blood and bone being smashed against frozen wood. You're on the bow of the ship. It's a 10-foot jump down to the ice. What do you do?
Jump.
All right.
Down we go, I guess.
All right.
I'm
Fucking
going
book
to I'm going to grab who's closest to me.
Closest to you?
Yeah, who like marching order, how are we? Because I'm just gonna grab someone and cast Misty Step and go down so then we don't fucking
Say Vistra's closest to you?
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna
probably-
Actually, wait, no, Vistra's invisible.
Yeah, Vistra's invisible, so I'm not gonna deal with them. So I'm gonna grab Callie, because she's small,
Okay.
and I'm gonna Misty Step us down.
Yeah,
Okay.
also, Lysithian, you're invisible too.
Oh shoot, no, I am, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cast anything, because I have learned this in the past, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
Misty Step.
All right.
It's
Okay,
true.
Can I-
Thank
So
you
we're
for
jumping.
reminding me.
Can I get an acrobatics roll? This is just for
Okay.
gracefulness. You can jump down easily. I just want to see how well you land.
11.
11? 5?
22.
He's
He's just a little flippy halfling.
Yeah, that's a 25 for me.
Just bite it.
Yeah, right? We just like.
The softest, most delicate superhero landing there would be.
We
All right. I'm going to do a luck check roll for you.
What kind of luck are we looking at?
All right. You're going to leap onto the ice. As you do, you'll catch yourself. Lysithian, you'll land a little harder, your palm slapping down, your knee slamming into the ice. It hurts, but it's silent. Each of you will land on the ice, feeling your crampons grab onto the slick surface, preventing you from sliding. Inside of the ship, you can hear a rumble and motion as the ancient worm moves through the decks. I can smell you.
Wild shape.
What are you turning into?
Next beak.
An axe beak? Okay.
And I'm going to sidle up to Katarina because she's the only one I can see.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Essentially not, like, pretty clearly to get the fuck on my back.
Yep.
Now!
Yep.
And run.
All right. As
Pass
you...
Without Trace does not drop.
Okay.
Con spells stay up.
Does Pass Without a Trace work for... It's for all stealth, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to check something real quick.
Plus 10 bonus to Dex stealth checks. And can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves no tracks or no other traces of its passage.
So scent as well, right? So only Vistor can be scented.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay. Good. That is very
Which
important.
I can't see Vistra, so I can't even get her out of here, so...
Fine.
Oh, it's Veils of Shadows and Silence. You can still be scented. Oh, but it says you can't be tracked by except by magical means, so yeah. Fair enough. Alright. Works for me.
Yeah, I think the Shadows and Silence is just window dressing.
Sounds good. Katarina, do you hop on the axe beak?
I hop on the axe beak.
You begin rushing down toward the south, riding the axe beak. What are the other two of you doing?
Run.
Fucking running.
I am
dash.
actually going to take that opportunity to use my other new third level slot and use sending to as we go send Lysithian a message saying we're gonna go get the dogs. Basically.
So-
That cost you a third level spell?
Yep, it's a
Oh.
third level spell for me.
You have 25 words to say that, so you can say more. So he's like, we're going to get the
When I
dogs."
was a young boy, my father
You still have,
took
like,
me
50 more
into
words.
the city.
Yeah, so
Like you don't have to,
Yeah.
you don't have to use all the words. I'm just saying, like for sending, like you have 25 words, so you can.
yeah, basically she's just gonna relay the message that
Pick.
What are those?
They're my dice. Someone pick one.
green.
Well, I mean, they're both blue.
Oh, the one in your left hand.
All right. So, what are you sending to Lysithian?
Basically that we're gonna run and grab the dogs.
Okay, Lysithian, you will be running
Oh,
across the ice.
So Omen put a good point, would Lesothian's invisibility drop with sending?
No, because they're not casting it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
the one
cool.
casting it.
Sweet.
Yeah, the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So
Yeah.
it's for the target that's invisible.
Okay.
Receiving a spell does not trigger this. All right,
So
so
even
you're
though Katarina cast invisibility, she didn't cast it on herself.
Ah.
So it wouldn't drop.
Ooh.
No.
Sweet.
yeah, because sending isn't concentration, right?
No.
No.
Okay. The Axebeak, Callie, you stride across the ice, sure-footed and quick. Katarina clings to your back, psychically sending a message to Lysithian. Lysithian, you will receive the message. We're going to get the dogs. You
All right.
and Vistra run across the ice as quickly as you can, stealthily. You can feel the weight of the treasure weighing you down with every step. But it feels like you're making your way. It feels like... And then you will hear the sound of wood splinter as a tremendous draconic form shatters out the side of the boat and looks around fiercely with dull blue-white eyes. We know how to deal with thieves, don't we, Metherond? And a gout of white frost erupts to your right. A nearby harbor seal explodes with ice, frozen to death, its eyes rolling back in its head, looking over in your direction with pain. The dragon roars into the air, pained and furious like you will never, ever be.
Laughing
hoping-
out of fear.
Okay, I'm hoping. I was hoping that's nervous laughter.
No, it's so
Yeah.
nervous laughter. I'm
I'm-
shitting myself.
Terrified right now.
I'm just panic laughing.
Okay, so just one sec. I just did something. I need to do one
We're
thing.
so panic laughing. I'm
In
like,
my
oh
history of playing D&D and Pathfinder, the only time a character actually fully died, like dead, was getting eaten by a white dragon. So
Bye, guys.
I'm just like, no!
Sister deserves this.
My
She thinks in her heart she deserves this.
Bro, my
The
arrogant
fear is still
wizard ass
gripping you.
fucked us.
And as you are looking around, as you are looking back, the seal is frozen solid and dead. The dragon rears its head up and roars to the sky. That echoes across Icewind Dale. A tremendous
okay.
roar. Sorry, I love that sound effect, so I use it as often as possible. Hayden, you didn't hear it. It was great. It was majestic.
Majestic.
It was
That was
majestic.
horrifying.
The dragon roars and scrabbles down onto the ice. You can feel the ice around you begin to crack as its tremendous weight, this gargantuan creature, 50, 80 feet long? That's not even including the tail. It rushes on the ice. And I need both of you to make me an acrobatics roll as the ice begins to shatter beneath you.
Amazing. It's going to be 12.
12?
13.
13. Both of you will be able to scrabble. The ice in front of you shatters. It starts to bow upwards like a ship in a storm. You'll be able to crawl up to the top of it, wrapping your fingers around the wet, slick ice and pull yourself off, leaping to the next ice flow. The ship behind you begins to bow and sink, and you think you can distantly hear the sound of screaming kobolds as they try to pull themselves out in time.
Aw.
But they've nailed themselves inside of that room. The dragon continues running. It runs up to the seal, snatches the giant wall of ice in its jaws. Seal blood! This is not you! Where are you? Where are you? It bellows across the plain. Looking back, in fear, you can see that its eyes are clouded. It's not blind, but it's not far off. With that, it roars and unleashes another breath that strikes. You guys are 2 and 3. The ice breaks to your left, releasing a flow of ice water. You're maybe 100 feet away from the shore. And then a cone of cold rips near you. Vistra, I need you to make me a dexterity save.
Oh God. Oh God.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
19! And plus Dex is 21!
Perfect. So that's only half damage.
Don't care.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay,
Are you
is that
counting
right?
how many dice you have to roll?
Okay. What's that?
Were you counting how many dice you have to roll?
Mhm.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry. I'm too short. 1 sec.
Just nervous laughter.
Vistra, you are only going to take a portion of this damage. I'd like you to know, as the chill breath erupts next to you, ripping over your left arm. You feel it become encased in solid ice as it wraps around you. You feel it burn into your nerves and begin to go numb. You feel the seam of your shoulder where your arm meets your torso begin to crack, and you can only imagine how this will shatter off at the moment's touch. But then you feel a voice and you remember something. You remember the taste of blood on your lips and the hollowness inside of you. A hollowness not born from a lack, but from a presence. A hollowness born from doing something that you can never take back. A hollowness that was replaced with a chill, as a voice whispered in your ear, as sweet as the morning frost. I have chosen you. Exalt. You belong to me, little dwarf. You are going to take half damage off of half damage thanks to your resistance, which means you will take 20 points of cold damage.
Whew.
Not bad.
Had you failed, it would have been 74.
Ha! That would have brought me down.
Yep, I rolled a lot of ones, just to let you know. That is 16d8.
Ah, that's not okay.
That's
not okay.
disgusting.
That's a big ouch.
Yep, and I have a 1 in 3 chance of doing this every single round.
That's not
God.
okay. None of that is okay.
It's so great. Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
you will feel that. Lysithian, you will see next to you that Vistra gets struck by just the bare edge of this cone of cold. She slumps forward and continues running, clutching her arm. What do you do?
I'm going to just grab her hand and just run as fast as I can.
Glancing back, you can see that this immense creature, this white worm, is strange. It's huge. But those of you on the shore, you grab the dogs and begin to tether them in. The dogs whine and look nervously back at the shore. They can scent death on the air. They can scent death in the skies. Looking back, you can see this is the dragon that you were looking at, by the way. It's art time, guys. Ooh, I keep hitting my-
Hey!
Positivity in the time of horribleness.
I was gonna say, I just.
Oh, that's so fucking cool!
There we go.
Oh, yeah. You know what? If I die today, fucking cool. Fucking cool.
I don't want to end the campaign though.
No, I don't want to end the campaign. It's one of the campaign. It'll just end all of us.
All right.
Because my arrogant ass is like, I want magic shit.
Right? You were gonna stretch off.
This is
Fine.
my fault. This
The
is
white
my
dragon rears up and yells at the sky, once more roaring into the depths of Oral's frost. And as it does, the saddle on its back, the rider on its back, Melthorond? Whoever that is, a wizard of some kind, The dragon rears up. The corpse, it must be a corpse, slips and falls and plunges down onto the ice. You watch the neck bend. The dragon snarls and then looks suddenly alarmed, you'll see from the shore. The dragon's so large, it's like it's so close to you. Malvarant! Malvarant! Where are you? Where are you? It tries to nudge the corpse with one of its wings, one of its tremendous claws. No, no. Thieves! Thieves, I will spare you! I will spare you! Help me! Help me! Thieves!
Can I make an insight check?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
All right.
Opposed by my charisma.
Oh, that's really bad.
Oh, God. Let me check my stats
Let
real
me
quick.
tell you how bad it is.
Can I also make an insight check?
It's a
may
10.
It's a 10? Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
You're a little too. I think you both have dragon fear in you right now.
That's true.
Yeah, no, we're both frightened, so we have disadvantage on these checks, so let me roll again.
I'm gonna say I wouldn't trust this dragon if it had a pile of gold and said,
That's
"Here,
true.
take what you like. I don't need this anymore. I've joined a
Yeah,
monastery."
it's true. It's true. You right.
It's true. Bye.
Bye. I'm just
It-
gonna. I can't run toward it because I'm
Thieves.
frightened. So
Yeah.
Thieves! It screams into the night as it settles around you. You manage to make it to the shore. It's some hours before you stop riding into the wastes. The wind whips around the four of you. Can I get a survival roll? Off of either as a party roll or someone
Okay.
acting as primary.
that's gonna be 15 for me.
15, one success.
I'm gonna
Fi-
either not do the roll because Vistra's not. She's like curled in a ball saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry," over and over again. So she's.
Am I still at disadvantage? By
No,
the way, Kelly?
no, this has been an hour or so.
Okay, I'm
15
just
for
double
me.
checking.
15?
23.
23? All right. So, Vistra, I'm just going to count you as a fail then, but they got
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
You're going to manage... Now, you have two directions that you could go. You could follow the ice flows toward where the whale station was, Angajak. Or you could head back toward Bremen. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna vote for Bremen.
I vote Bremen.
Okay. You fight your way back through the snow. A blizzard threatens, but you'll find a camp that you used the night before. You find yourself in the middle of Icewind Dale and hunker down in a small ice cave. Corpses of humanoids, an elf, and looks like a dwarf, and a gnome lie half frozen into the ground. An old stone circle, maybe years old, lies in the center of the cave. And this is when you'll actually have a chance to catch your breath. What
By
do you
this
do?
point, Pass Without Trace has ended.
It absolutely
we-
has, yes.
And I've
Planning
come
to
out of
stay
backspeak
here?
form.
Are we planning to stay here for a bit?
We might have to take a break.
Well, I have something I can cast then to keep us warm and safe. I'm going to cast Liamud's tiny hut.
Nice.
I'm just gonna actually, if we're taking a break anyways, I'm just gonna cast. I'm not even gonna ritual cast it just in case, because I don't know what's coming. So I'm just gonna spend the minute to cast this, and I'm going to, because what's great about the spell is you can make it kind of look like the color of the surroundings. So I'm going to cast it
Okay.
and just
So only things that I want to come in can come in. So everybody, I learned this. Just come in. Stay warm. It's much better in here. I promise.
And this whole time, like, my head's, like, poking out to the side of the bubble.
I'm assuming you probably include the dogs so we could bring all the dogs.
Yeah,
and
no, the
stuff in.
dogs, like, it's a, here, let me
Up
just...
up to 9.
Yeah, it's up to 9.
Medium-sized
and-
creatures.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can all
I
get
think
in
dogs
here
are
with the dogs.
I'm
included.
small. I think.
I will.
And I think dogs would be small too.
Dogs are small. Yeah. Actually, are they? Let me go check. Because they're wolf-sized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I believe wolves are medium-sized.
A 10-foot radius immobile dome, blah, blah, blah. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
So the dogs would not be able to, but here's the deal about that. The cave is larger than your bubble, so you just put the dogs on the other side of the bubble.
Sure.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a lamine, right? Like the marbles right
Yeah.
there. You can still get some drink. You can still get some dog cuddle.
Exactly.
I was
Yeah.
mainly thinking that the dogs would help keep us even warmer.
Well, it's temperate inside. Like
Okay.
it is like warm.
You also
Yeah,
have the
like,
ability to cast Leomund's tiny hut.
Mhm.
One of you does, at least.
I do.
Yeah.
It was
I
you,
think
right?
that-
Yeah, I cast it.
well,
Oh, is
I
that
have
what
the
you're?
charm
Is
that
that what
does
this
it.
is?
That's what this is. It's
Oh, okay,
Liam's
sorry. I
tiny
thought you were
hut.
casting Sanctuary for some reason.
No,
I was checking travel
that's
distance when you
what
said
I cast is Liam's tiny hut.
that. Okay.
So
A beautiful small. You said it looks like a bubble, right?
yeah, it's essentially it's like a bubbled hut is kind of
Okay.
what it is.
Sounds good. The dogs can probably crowd in there. The axe beaks can't.
okay.
'Cause screw chocobos. So I'm just checking to see how long it's going to take you to get somewhere. East
Yeah, the
Haven.
atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. So, and it's nice, like, comfortable for us.
So the weather outside is frightful, but the fire inside is so delightful.
Exactly.
And since we've no place to go,
Let it
Let
snow.
it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
let us run away.
Let
From
us,
a-
like, cuddle for a moment.
Oh man.
I am so sorry. That was my fault. I wanted the wand and I wasn't thinking.
You completely forgot the wand. It's right there. You could start trying to attune with it.
I would like to actually look at Vistra.
Okay.
What are you sorry about?
It's not really she's not really noticing you guys right now. She's kind of glazed and
In our own little world.
in her own little world. So she doesn't really respond. All she's saying is, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. In Dwarven.
Callie's gonna go and kind of be like, all right, I saw this in a play. I think it'll work. Shake you. Snap out of it! And slap you across the face.
Make me a persuasion roll.
I'm
With
not
advantage.
Like a chair from Moonstruck thing. Dirty 20.
Okay.
That dice has been rolling 18 all night. It's great.
Looking down, you're going to see that Vistra's hands, her left hand is slightly blue tinged still. The blood is very slow to return to it. Vistra, your neck's going to snap back and you're going to kind of focus on what's in front of you.
Callie's gonna kind of reach up and just like pat either side of your face and be like, okay. I mean, you're already pretty chilly, but chill out.
Yeah.
Okay, how about... Look, none of us freaked out over Lysithian. I mean, I kind of freaked out over Katarina. That was weird. I did not expect that.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's going on?
I can't. I'm sorry. You will never look at me the same again.
I mean,
You
weirder
can either
things have
tell me
happened.
and get the reaction, or you can deal with what uncertainty will do to us, which is highly suspicious.
I mean, we faced super weird things before.
Vistra,
So,
I am literally a monster that people hunt.
I don't think there's much you can do now to turn
back what's already happened.
I'm a monster too, Lysithia.
Okay,
Well,
cool. What
Then
kind of
if
monster?
anyone's going to understand, why not share with another monster, yeah?
I wasn't always this raging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was not from here. I had a nice family. My sister, my younger sister and I, we left for Icewind Dale on the Dark Duchess. We were going up to open a new brewery and start an adventuring life. My sister, she was quite the businesswoman, business dwarf. She could sell ice to a yeti, we'd always say. So with my ability to craft brew, we thought we'd go up here and see a different place. My family didn't want us to, said it was too dangerous and we should stay home, but we both wanted adventure. So we bought a passage and made our way up here. Except the ship, it got stuck in the ice flow. All of the crew, except for the captain, left to try and find the 10 towns. But we got caught in a blizzard. For so long, we were lost. We were starting to get crazy and starving slowly. And my sister, she was not as hardy as the rest. She was small. And so they wanted to kill her and eat her. And I lost it. I absolutely lost it. I don't even recognize. I blacked out. I don't know how. Just this protection for my sister. I killed them all. The whole crew with my ex. I murdered them. All of them. I can still hear the screams at night. And we still couldn't find our way. My sister we walked a bit farther, but she injured her leg in the scuffle. And we were starving. And, well, we had to eat them. Not all of them, but meat is meat. I can still taste them. And with all that, she still died. The stupid cold, the stupid place, the stupid ice killed her. She froze. I held her as she took her last breaths. All of that was for nothing. I became a murderer. I couldn't even save my sister. And I had to do the most unspeakable thing. I ate her too. So, you want to know who's the monster, really? Well, you're looking at her and she has fiery red hair. So, that's my story. And she just puts her head down.
Callie's just gonna pull you down into a hug and go, like, just pat your head and kind of pull you right in. It's okay, you're not a monster.
So you took extreme measures to survive extreme
I mean,
circumstances.
I don't give a flying anything about the crew. They were gonna do it to your sister first.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally deserved. You defended your kin. And I think... I don't know your sister. But, I mean... I would kind of think that if I had a sibling... and I died, but there was a chance that they could survive... even if it involved eating my dead body... I mean... You loved your sister. I'm sure she loved you. Don't you think she'd want you to have survived? And you did. And now
Shouldn't have been me.
But it was. And there's nothing we can do to change that. And I think she would have wanted you to survive.
You guys.
I mean, we all know how bad blizzards get here, so.
You did what you had to live. And I don't think your sister would ever fault you for that. You protected her. And then, in a way, she protected you. You became what you had to become. And listen, you're not a monster. You are a frustrating, passionate, crazy, arrogant, rage-filled dwarf who cares very, very deeply about the people around them. And
You all remind me of her, by the way.
I will never fault you for what you did.
Hallie's gonna reach out his fist and go, "Team short stuff." Just to try and make Mr. laugh.
Cries, like tears, like anime style, like ugly cries. And she
Hallie's
says,
gonna look at the others and kind of do the over Mistra's shoulder.
Very going for a hug. Just kind of lean my head on top of Mistra's.
Alright. Well, I think we have even more reason now to go deal with Ice Bitch.
I think at this point,
I think that's who we should blame for all of our problems.
That's true.
Right? I think that's who's really at fault for
here?
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Stop nitpicking.
it's what I do best. I don't know what you
I
expect of me.
know. But in this situation, it's inappropriate.
you're inappropriate, whatever.
You're inappropriate.
Callie's just doing all of this over Vistra's shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
So you're hearing this like muttered in your ear. She's kind of hoping, honestly, that this familiar bickering will start a watery chuckle out of you at least.
I think she does. She like is kind of like gives like just like a little bit like the like you feel the shoulders in her
Yeah.
chest.
We're a team now. Some misfits, mismatched group. I don't know any magic words for what we are, but
We're certainly unique.
that's true. But I don't think I would trust any other dwarf to have my back. I give you a lot of shit, Vistra, but I trust you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so stop copping out on the fights. Okay?
Yeah, no, seriously, like Callie
Like-
almost died.
I'm
Jeez.
sorry, I was a bit.
I get it now,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah. I get it. But
however,
I promise. First in the fight, swinging my axe.
excellent.
You're
Then I
my
can come in behind and bite them.
exactly. You're my family now. I don't think I can ever go back.
I
after
mean,
what-
we're basically the secret misfits here.
Yeah,
honestly, is that our group now?
I think that's a great name, to be honest.
Secret
The
misfits.
Secret Misfits.
I mean, it won't be very secret though if we just tell everybody that's what we are.
Should we just be the misfits or the mismatched?
The
I
mismatch.
know, like frost hunters.
A
Didn't that guy
mismatch.
in the last town suggest that?
The frost hunters?
Yeah, let's hunt down an ice bitch. That could be what we would be known for.
What about trying to find a way to combine the two? The frost misfits?
The frosty misfits.
Frosty misfits? I don't know. I'm no good at these things. I never understood the need for a group name, but now that I'm with all
Secret
of
frost.
Well, I
Frosty
mean,
secret.
Frost.
I mean, I feel like that then will kind of get people on our case.
Yeah, no,
Right?
that,
Like,
that
I think
will
they'll think that
probably
we're
be
with
like,
Ice
oh, but
Bitch."
why you're the
Yes.
ice? Yeah, no, that wouldn't go
Yeah.
over very well.
Whereas frost hunter, there is an
But
S there.
that could also fuck us over really bad.
Yeah.
Because if people are like, oh, Frost Hunter, go fight the Frost bitch right now.
Well, we could just be like, we're
We're-
working on it.
We're working our way
We're
up to it. We need-
trying.
I'm.
You
I
try
need,
going up against a god and survive.
I need to read a lot more books before we go up against her. Just letting you know. I have a lot more to study, honestly.
I mean, what even rhymes with frost bitch when I write a song about this?
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Like, how do you bust rhymes about that?
Well, I mean, by that point, though, if we've already dealt with it, you can just use the real name. Who cares at that point?
exactly.
Yeah.
We
No
don't
drawing
have to say.
attention.
Well, I think.
Oh, well, I guess. Damn it, this is hard.
This is hard. I think. We could be the Miss Frosts. I don't know.
You know, you'd think for someone who's 200 years old.
You would think, but I've never had need to like actually come up with names. In the books that I read, they have the spell names there for me, so I've never really had to. I just have to understand how it works and do the stuff.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
It's not. I'm not an imaginative person. I just read books. The frost freckles, the ice misfits. I don't know. The dwarf, elf, halfling, and human. I don't know. Combine
Yeah,
that and
That's a
I
little
will-
too descriptive.
I don't know. I am spitballing, and you can pick out whichever spitball you want.
I mean, that's
I
fair.
don't want any spitballs.
That
really.
sounded
They
better
get
in my
cold
head.
and
I
nasty
apologize.
here. Like, really?
I'm bad at this. I've told you. I'm
I
bad
noticed.
at this. I
yeah.
don't
I'm
pretend.
noticing.
Yeah, you haven't
Like, really?
you've definitely been truthful when you said that you're not good at names.
I'm being very honest with you.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I'm definitely
know.
seeing that.
I just what you see is actually no. That would be a lie. If I said what you see is what you get, that would technically be a lie right now.
I mean, what you see is what you get.
I mean, true. I don't know what you want from me. You guys, I've given you my name options. You
Well,
pick.
I mean, okay, so elf, halfling, dwarf, human. What you see is what you get.
Hold on. Is there a word to like describe that? Like what you see is what you get? Like is there like a word?
What you say is what you gained.
I'm gonna start like flipping through my books. I'm just like there's got to be something in here.
Well, I mean, if we want to be called, like, name ourselves after like Scythian, we could be like Cold Shoulder. And she gives
am
everybody
not
the
that-
cold shoulder, or they give everybody the cold shoulder. Sorry,
I am
was
not that cold.
It's
I
not-
am just
Yeah.
blue.
And look
And
at my
it's
arm
blue.
right now. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but it's also
That
an
is cool.
expression. That means you kind of don't like other people.
Just so you know, what you see is what you get. The shorthand for that is WYSIWYG.
No.
I'm just saying that
Please,
is.
please.
No.
Okay.
Please?
I'm going to
mean-
flip. I think it is something along the lines of WYSIWYG.
I mean, I'm pretty down with that.
Oh, I like that.
I kind of like it.
Right?
It's a little silly.
But it's fun.
But we're fun most of the
all a
times,
little
except
weird.
for
What do you
lately
think,
we've been a
Callie?
bit.
And because
It
we
sounds
leave
really
a,
silly.
it's about the silliest cold shoulder, Callie.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Or frost hunter.
What about something like winter related?
Ooh,
Like
Another-
Winterwake?
The voice of God offers caveat emptor as an alternate. It literally means buyer beware.
I mean,
Just saying.
Oh!
I mean, well, Callie,
I
what
mean,
do you?
a lot of people wouldn't understand that.
Yeah, they would have no idea.
and
It's
that would
all
make it even
draconic.
more funny.
Dear God, how do I spell that word?
Cave at Amp.
Oh, so there's three different versions. There's caveat emptor, caveat venditor, and caveat lector.
I
so
like
it's-
caveat lector.
Caveat lector is reader beware, or listener beware, or that's caveat auditor.
What's
so
Venditor thing?
Venditor is let the seller beware.
Oh, okay.
What's
So
That
the
you-
doesn't really apply.
caveat
That would be us.
lector?
So
Buyer beware or listener.
caveat emptor is that's wrong. That's the wrong button. So it's CAV. So it's cav eat. EMPTOR. Caveat.
Caveat
emptor.
as in a
Emptor.
caveat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally Latin for buyer beware. Which
Caveat emptor. It's an
Caveat
old
emptor.
word. Old elven word, but I think we could work with
Oh.
that.
Oh, Tundra's Blades. That's kind of cool. Sorry, I'm now reading the chat.
I still want rhyme busters or bustin' rhymes, but or
That can
Snow
be our
Patrol
joke name.
or Frost and Found.
Winter's Call.
That's Winter's Call. We could no, but that sounds like she's calling us, and
That's
I
true.
really I just
I
think
like
naming
the idea
ourselves-
of buyer beware because
I like
Yeah.
buyer beware, caveat emptor.
it's
and nobody
we're-
will really understand it. because
Yeah.
Nobody speaks the old languages anyway. Like some people
Until
do,
we
but
have
you
to
know.
work with a high elf.
And then
Hello.
it's
They're
gonna
never gonna buy
funny.
us.
Raises hand is high elf.
Yeah. But none of them are gonna want to hire us.
How
no,
many high
I
elves are
promise
in
you
town?
right now, no, they won't.
Call yourself
The only
Spring
person
Fever.
who might have considered is maybe my mother, but meh.
I mean, how many high elves are in Icewind Dale?
yeah.
It's not really a high elf place to be.
Exactly.
So, do
And
we
we can
all
always
agree?
like change it if we leave and continue partying together.
We can
Mm.
always change it at a later
That's
date,
true.
but I
Yeah.
think caveat emptor, I think it is.
Okay,
I like it.
we can introduce
Yeah.
ourselves as that.
Caviar. We
And
sound a little
also-
fancy too. You
It
know?
makes
It does. So maybe that'll
Caviar.
make people want to pay us.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll want to pay us more because we sound a little bit more serious and they don't really know what they're going to get.
Yes.
I do like the
like
idea of getting paid.
I do too. Because then I can buy more spell books.
I
That's
can
true.
buy better weapons.
Can buy more weapons. Better than that. What is that shitty smithery? I keep writing it down in my notebooks, but I
Black
forget
iron?
because they're black iron. They're shit. We're never buying from them again. Do you have any idea how much gold is in this bag?
Yeah, I have some gold
So much.
too.
I hold up like an equal size bag. I have an idea.
There's so much.
Mister
gold. We
pulls out
never have to
hers,
shop
too.
there ever again. We're never doing that ever again.
Well, do we want to count out how much everybody gets while we're here?
How about we
Yeah,
do that
let's
once we
split
get to
up.
Bremen?
That's fair.
But in the meanwhile, Lysithian, as you're doing that, the wand, it looks
Oh.
up at you. Oh, you sure you want to wait that long to attune it? Think of the
I-
power, the raw mystic power that you could have.
Can I
Which,
make, like,
by
a
the way,
wisdom
what
check
the hell is
or a
with that
save?
wand thing? It's creepy as fuck.
Sure,
Yeah.
you can make me an insight roll,
Yeah, can
or
I make
pardon me, or an
insight?
arcana roll. I mean,
Yeah. That was almost a nat 19. I was going to be so excited.
nope, not wrong
No.
channel.
No, I know. It was
You
going
can
to
see
be a
our
natural
faces.
19. I know. Nah.
We're the pretty ones. They're the artsy ones.
16 total? Because I have +7 in my arcana because I'm gross.
What'll it hurt? I mean, attuning to it. I mean, it probably won't destroy the world.
It's I'm going to just sit down and I'm going to attune to it.
The moment
Allie's
you
gonna
attempt
poke
to,
you.
can I get you to make
Okay.
me a will save?
That thing's creepy
wisdom
as
save, I mean.
hell. What is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, that was almost an 18. Fuck me, man. This wisdom save is going to be 10.
You did get an inspiration in the chat redeemed for you
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
then
right
yes,
at the
you
beginning
may,
of the night.
You may
Can
do
I
that
spend
then.
Jeff.
it? I'm going to spend
You
it
may.
on this.
I figured I'd throw
same
that out
roll.
there.
Same
fuck.
roll.
God,
So-
Oh no.
Same roll. Okay, one moment.
Nuts.
So
Dude,
I
I
want to
want
show
this.
you. I'm going to pop on the screen what this looks like real quick, just so you guys can see what
the creepiness?
Lysithian is messing with. So this is not
Oh,
my
no.
art. This is the official art from D&D. So one moment.
You're just holding it up, or
I will be putting it. So check the Twitch screen if you're watching. I'm going to
'Kay.
try to put it in my window, which will be difficult. So I'll go up, oop, and everything's awful. So there we go.
Yep. I also looked up what it
Yeah.
does.
So Lysithian holds that length of spine and bone in their hand, and as you begin to attune to it, what did you get on your wisdom save?
At the 10.
A 10.
Both times.
You'll feel in your mind,
That's terrible.
and then it lights up.
Ah!
Looking down, can I get you to make me another wisdom save, please?
Switching dice.
It
Ooh, that's
lights up
much
with
better.
a pale green light from the tip of
22.
its skull. 22. You do not completely lose your shit when you realize it's only a continual flame spell. This is a forgery.
Bitch! This is bullshit.
What?
This was supposed to...
What's the matter?
It's just a continual flame spell. This was... I thought that this was the Wand of Orcus. Turns out, it is forged, and was not worth the dragon.
There appears to be a button on the base of the spine.
I'm going to press it.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh
Ha
no.
ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
I'm just gonna slap it.
Want me to break it?
Ha ha ha.
Smash it with my axe to get it to shut up?
I'm going to sell this to some poor sap. I'm going to sell it. And someone can have this laughing skull. I don't fucking care.
Because
I
after
mean-
all,
And
Bart.
he is-
yeah, basically.
What? Ah.
because after all, you all realize as you sit and look at Lysithian, have a mental breakdown over this. Buyer beware.
Oh my god!
And I think I'm going to end the game there for the night, guys. So hey,
Yes,
I'm so sorry. I wanted you to have it so much, but that's legit. So you
oh
can.
no, I love it. I'm so happy.
It's such a dick move. I'm like,
No,
good job,
Hayden
writers.
is so happy. Lysithian is pissed.
So I'm gonna send you a photo of the. Wow, that's really good art that you got commissioned. I just saw for the first time.
Oh, thank you. Isn't that so pretty? My sad espresso depresso tiefling family. It's
Well, it
fine.
came out sideways, so you guys can fix it yourselves.
fine.
All right, so that's gonna be it for tonight for us on Rime and the Frostmaiden. Be sure to come back next week for another episode. Now, I gotta ask you guys. You guys are gonna go back to Bremen. They're gonna do some role playing. Where are you gonna head after that? Were you going back to visit the whale? Were you going to the dark cabin? Were you going to that crashed comet?
Oh, I was.
Ooh, yeah, we wanted to do the comet. I had that written down for last
Okay.
week's.
I just need to
is
know
that
what
I
to
know
prep.
we wanted to do the comet.
Yeah.
So you guys will be able to get to the comet. Unless you guys roll any encounters, I'm gonna do a lot of skipping around. Just so the campaign isn't bogged down by. And then you fought a walrus, you know.
Yeah.
Unless it adds to the story, I don't want it. So we will see you again next week on Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific. I hope you enjoyed us, and if you're watching us on YouTube, thanks. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you'll see us on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific is when we release. So from all of us at Caveat Emptor to you out in the digital world, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye, everybody.